winner of this gets a chance at Akeno. As early knockdown goes Peluna's side, she deals with the pressure super well. Last time she won the TNS, she fought like the Leo army. And she did it effectively by setting up the ice floor really well, playing some solid neutral. But in slykatari's defense, they just need that one chance in, and then Dizzy's gonna be hurt.
Yeah, this is the OG one-shot character, but once again, setting up the field. I do not like ice. I hate ice, actually.
Yeah, ice sucks.
All right. Oh, but here we go. Nice, pressing out. Oh, yep.
Oh,
man.
my God, we're getting crazy with it.
ERC is so terrifying.
Oh, 2H whiff. Wings out. And then the fish mix up with the jump dust. Okay, that was mean. That was such a hard prediction on the left right there.
Just dash forward into the 2H.
Ooh, Master's Hammer.
But misses the conversion afterwards. That's fine, though. Gets a second opportunity.
A2D into the Michael sword. Ice extension as well. So much little damage adding up just so we can get the bar, set up these fish setups that will make Happy Chaos smirk.
And utilizing the frost floor there just to stop the Mappa hunches in. It makes this matchup so infuriating.
Yeah, most characters can't operate normally. Slayer's not a character that can run, right? Like Leo, it's these little dashes that they have to use to approach on the ground. And once you take that away, you take away their bending. It does not feel good, man.
But Peluna controlling game number one pretty decisively there. Sly got a few good hits in, but once you're in against Dizzy, especially against a Dizzy like Peluna, you cannot be pushed out. But 211 VIP coming through with the sub. Welcome.
No air throw for you, but right now we're in that prime position. Putting out chestnuts, putting out fish. Doesn't matter though, Sly with a big hit into the low follow-up off Dandy Step, forcing the burst out from Peluna, but wings out, fish out. May see a burst here from Sly just to take away this free damage.
PRC. Oh my god. I love the attempt at the escape there, but Peluna just shutting it down.
And then just fade away, jump slash. Although there's the backdash heavy, or the backdash hit. Some nice combo damage. That's gonna hurt so much off of the crossover. Dandy Step punch. Powbunka.
That's the round. Able to get that It's Late overhead into the PRC. That's exactly the kind of rounds that Sly needs. Once you get the hit, just don't get pushed out. Finish it then and there.
Alright, OTG's good. Extra credit as well, and now we're in fish pressure territory. Chestnut connects as well. Sly defending, try to find spots to challenge. He gets his back throw here.
Oh, just goes for the empty jump into the throw. Empty jump once again. This time, not empty, actually going for the 5H. There's the reversal, though.
All right. Got the slippery floors there as well. More pressure. No meter on Peluna's side. Gets the run under. And then the stop sign connects. Only you got yourself to blame if you're running face first.
Oh,
Yo,
no.
classic
the
punish.
Yeah, we're not dealing with Wings of Light. Oh, we're not dealing with Hand of Doom either.
No, you gotta enjoy these wings. There's all you can do is try to jump and get through the obstacle course, and that is not gonna fly.
Oh, you're dead.
Sayonara.
Onde, coming through with the $20 into the match arena. Appreciate you. Y'all, don't forget to jump in that match arena, exclamation point match arena in the chat. Claim those codes, help get these players paid.
No, that was That's so scary. You got cornered. Dizzy has so much junk on the screen, and then the wings are spreading in the back there. So you have a timer. I'm not talking about a time over. I'm talking about the doom. It is like 10 seconds until your demise, and all I can imagine in the head of slykatari is, man.
The one thing I could say that I'd like to see Sly try more is hold some of that meter to go for super Mappa hunch when Peluna is just setting up with the ice field, right? That's a good way to just get across the screen really fast and get a knockdown and a punish.
Okay. One little option to maybe potentially try. I know there's focused on just navigating around everything. Finds the Mappa hunch into the RC, doesn't get the juggle off of it, but it's at least some damage, but another reaction throw on the hammer to get a free punish.
Yeah, we gotta be really careful with the Master's Hammer here. Now that's 2 in a row that have gotten tossed.
Double jump, but right into the hit. Wings are spreading. Free damage here as well, and the wall break should do.
The round's point.
Okay. Dandy step power bunker. So that's an opener if I ever saw one. The throw, trying to challenge Dandy step. Tap dust is good. And now we got a huge lead on Sly's side. RC back. Small hit. One more is necessary, but a good block on the tap dust.
This time, Master's Hammer actually ended up working out. And see, if Sly can get Peluna into the corner, it's just all Slayer there. Dizzy doesn't have any reversal options.
Yeah, the super can do some work, but winning that round start is always going to be the challenge, and when Dizzy has burst to reset the neutral, it makes it extra difficult, but we find a clean jump in, but the ice messes it up. Despite getting the small hit, the conversion just didn't work, and a 6P is going to knock down. It's fish time, bunch of Michael Sword to make more space, and then as hard as you try, Peluna's just waiting for you to try to make it past the obstacle course.
Ooh. Says, get that ice out of here. Slayer don't like ice either.
Slayer.
We practice dandyism here.
All right, on the board, slykatari Slayer. Very, very nice. That's the way we like to see it. We don't want to see no quick 3-0s. We don't want to, as much as a dominating performance is always fun to watch at some points, especially with a character like Dizzy. It's more hype to see Slayer get his licks in.
Yeah, these two are fighting to go up against Akeno as well in a top 8 qualifier match. So I want to see this go to game 5.
The distance would be fantastic. Okay, it's late. Try to get the grab as well. Didn't work, and in a quick burst. Not going to get punished immensely, but now Peluna, she finds her way out, slip sliding away back to mid-screen. Good control here.
Oh, gonna get the pick up there off the fish, biting way up north. Straight into the super. Crow, do your thing.
All right, and immediately Ice Spike into the wings. All we can really do here is Sly his jump, but the 5K, that's a great option. And the burst up from Peluna, making sure that they don't get punished for their burst.
Oh, dash to the other side, able to block the super, but had all the tension there to go for the double. Oh.
Rough spot. Try to BRC forward, but Slayer just does not have a good traction on his shoes. No one's coming out here with the Tims or any kind of cold weather material. It's rough.
Super Mappa hunch. Able to break the wall, get that knockdown. Bro doesn't even need the RC there, but spends it anyway. We are on the verge of a game 5. slykatari has 100 burst.
There's the hunch, it's a dash forward grab, but a beautiful throw again on Master's Hammer. That has been only one of those has connected successfully, as Peluna's just punished it so well each time. Now we're back to making space with the Michael sword. Although slykatari's finally in, but the dandy step gets punished, and now we're out.
Oh, able to block the 5D. That has to challenge somehow. Oh my god, backdashing and hand of dooming the 6H. This time though, getting blown up.
The narwhal counter hit. I don't blame Sly for bursting immediately. Now we got an even match, but the spacing here definitely puts Peluna at the advantage. Oh, this pressure so much to deal with. Any one hit can do it. We might have found it here.
Oh no, the ice field though. Yeah, no tension. It's over. There was. I hate to say it because it's not always the case in fighting games, but that was checkmate. There was nothing.
Goldlewis's, and one player we'll talk about later, who I'm excited to see. But for now, Nagoriyuki coming through in the cut here. Gonna see if he can slice and dice through the one and only Eno.
And shouts to Playing for Vibes, by the way, coming through with $2.75 into that match arena. We'll plug that match arena a little bit more later, but that's right. We all play for vibes.
Well, we sometimes play for vibes, but sometimes we go slapping up each other for that bag of Cheetos and 50 cents.
That's
so.
right.
At least right now it's $9.25 in the match arena, so maybe a little bit more than that. It's a couple of bags of Cheetos, one of those like multi boxes.
Look, Raph, don't count out the. I think we can get to 40,000 tonight.
Hey, dream big, all right?
Here we go, kicking things off. Neemo getting the first counter hit. Unfortunately, it was a trade, so unable to really pick up off of it.
And we're used to see, as Enos tend to need one small knockdown to get this party started. Both players holding onto that burst, with that guard gauge slowly going up, but skipping a hop right over the sword, and the first burst out from Neemo, trying to keep Shockjoc in the corner, and we get our first full combo. That's
one of the benefits for Eno in this matchup, right, is that her forward dash is going to be able to avoid that 2S, which is one of the best buttons that Nago has for that 2S into that 5H routing.
Yeah, so you already get that knockdown, and at this point, Neemo without the bar and a lot of blood gauge already there can be a little tricky to navigate, but we get the DP counter hit. Oh, backdash, nice PRC against the command grab. Next hit will win. Shockjoc's to be extra careful.
Oh my god, but that goes for Shockjoc as well. Able to get that next hit and close out the round. Holding on to that burst too. That's a massive win here for Shockjoc.
I definitely loved how they used that bar just to get inside, set up the mix-ups, but now with the bite, we have plenty of blood gauge to let things rip as Neemo spinning to win, but another excellent backdash on Bloodsucking Universe, and time for Shockjoc to play the game.
All right, able to get that overhead. Immediate burst coming out from Neemo. I like it. Starting to lean a little bit more into that far slash in the 5H. Just swinging out 5H is good too, but that's where the neutral really comes down to. It's the mix-up between 2S beating Stroke the Big Tree and losing to 5H, or other way around.
I like that. Because 6P hit standing, we didn't get the launch for the juggle, so the 5P from Neemo gets the anti-air after the hit. Manages to take the round back, round start DP, controlling the sky. And this is a tough spot for Shockjoc. We're going to get the wall break. No super, but at least the blood gauge is going to go down just a smidge. Oh, and a huge counter hit to kick things off.
Yeah, now just needs to find that final touch. Gonna try to go for an overhead low here. Goes low into overhead and is able to hit with a perfect.
Oh, beautiful sequencing, right? Especially if you're Nagoriyuki. Getting that first hit into the wall carry, breaking the wall with a 6 heavy to get the blood gauge down, and setting up that perfect situation with all the meter in the world. One small hit can just send it with that massive damage he gets from the final level of his blood gauge. No blood rage yet in the side of Neemo, managing those insulin levels pretty well, so I'm glad this man so far is just maintaining it.
Diabetic?
He could be.
A diabetic vampire. Now that's something. That's interesting. Oh, but this is a nice pickup here from Shockjoc.
Shockjoc trying to put the die in diabetic here to slow this down. In some capacity, it's always hard, especially with just Neemo full sending it with specials. Almost full to burst at this point, so has to be a little careful here what they throw out.
And now in that level 3 blood gauge as well. You mentioned how it enhances those normals, enhances that damage, but it is a double-edged sword, right? Makes Nago take more damage as well and puts you at the threat of popping.
Oh, speaking of popped, like a pimple, that's the round, is a 6 heavy once more. Cuts right through,
Goes low this time, off the note.
So we've seen a lot of backdash from both players on defense, and I like that from Shockjoc, punishing it there, getting a small knockdown. And speaking of punishes, there was no RC from Neemo on the 3 hits of the far slash. He's gonna be this full combo right into super for that delicious hard knockdown, and now it's time to play the high-low left-rights.
Oh, into the RC, and is able to get the kill before burst fills up. Not that I think Neemo would have bursted there, but still, shutting out the option is huge.
We saw a lot of round start DP, so this time we're setting it with the Beyblade, going for a spin to get the win. Nice little hit there and let it rip once more. Oh, let's go super. Gonna send her to heaven to just take this match down to hell.
Wall break, hard knockdown. Neemo getting back a bunch of blood as well. Oh, trying to bait out the burst. That was cheeky.
Shockjoc eating a lot of chip here, but the air trade with the jump K right over the hurdle finds that, clips the hit. 2-0 with a nice lead for Neemo.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing here from Neemo. In game number 1, it looked like it might have started going in the Shockjoc's favor, but Neemo has done a really good job at mixing up the options in neutral to prevent Shockjoc from getting a read, right? A lot of the neutral in this is trying to stroke the big tree underneath the far slash or forward dash above the 2S, right? That's a lot of what this matchup is. And so as a Nago player, you need to really mix up those options, make them predictable.
Yeah, very hard. I know there's some options that Neemo's going to have to deal with, but so far the round starts have all gone through Neemo's favor, and Neemo has switched it up in a lot of regards. Gold burst into the bite. This is the best case scenario. Positive, bonus, low blood gauge. Shockjoc has to sit here and take it.
And that risk gauge building up too, but finally Shockjoc finding the 2K into the 2D, able to escape out of the corner. Oh, the BRC pickup?
Hey, a little expensive. We don't get a wall break. We don't have a lot of gauge here, but okay. Positive bonus, a soft knockdown. Shockjoc's going to have almost half bar available, but the air throw gets teched. We immediately spin the counter hit once more. A burst is there for Shockjoc as necessary, but tried to mash against the 6P.
Oh!
Sayonara, the burst is gone, and so is your life bar. Match point Neemo.
That 6H bisecting you from head to toe, but Shockjoc finally getting a round start counter hit here, getting the burst out of Neemo as well. Oh no, but the trade able to convert.
GameStop trade, House always wins. Neemo here, full force. Yes, the blood gauge is going down after that clean too heavy trade. We'll take that situation, but a great mashup from Shockjoc on their last chances here.
Able to get a clean pickup without spending any meter here. 100 tension. Yeah, Neemo trying to press for dear life. I was worried we were about to see a Megalomania.
Hey, with the amount of backdashes on Wake Up, I like that Shockjoc didn't let it rip. Managed to find that small little hit, especially tapping the backdash in the air, resetting Neemo at this point. If Shockjoc can just play this carefully, especially with how much blood gauge is up here, all Shockjoc needs is just a small hit just like that. The dive connects. We force in the string for the knockdown, and now Neemo is in a tough position even after the burst.
Oh, there it is. Forward dash over the 2S. Clean punish into a hard knockdown. BRC mix-up time. Gets fuzzied.
Okay, charge it up. Break that wall. Shockjoc poised to put a game on the board. 6P connects. Doesn't go for the HCL for a little extension, but baits the YRC, gets the punish, gets the round, and the game. Shockjoc shockingly on the board and trying to bring this back and not go out just like that.
Raph, I want to ask you a question and chat, all right? Because I am so bad at fighting Eno, because there's just a psychological response in me that when Eno players send out the note and make it go along the ground, I'm like, it's at my feet. I have to hold down back. And then I just always get cracked with the overhead. Am I the only one that happens to, chat? Do y'all have that as well?
I think it's instinctive. You think that it makes sense why, visually.
Visually, I'm like, it's
you have
gonna
to
hit
break
my
it.
feet.
Yeah.
I have to hold down back.
Having dealt with that since the days of not even plus R, just vanilla accent core. You know, 20 years it took me to break that habit, so it's just what it is.
Oh, but there's a massive counter hit there off of the charge, Mad Love.
Ooh, with a meter two, going for a Megalomania wall break. Guess you don't see that too often, but hey, Shockjoc. Putting a different record on play for the audience here as they're just brimming with momentum and a clean round, trying to tie things up 2-2.
Yeah, you can feel themselves a little bit here now, but oh my god. Massive mortal counter. The stop sign there from Neemo gets the knockdown as well with the overhead. Getting the burst out of Shockjoc.
See, I do like the burst in a sense, but I think the most value against Nagoriyuki is bursting him, especially when the blood gauge is pretty high, to make it difficult to get back in. But now we're in that spot. Level 3 blood gauge. Has to be extra careful how Neemo approaches here. Instead, getting eaten up. Gonna get the wall break as well. Shockjoc poised for the tying things 2-2. Not a lot of the bar available, but it has to be an X to play it safe.
Oh, the sweep. And Shockjoc taking it all the way to game 5, Raph. Our first game of the night all the way to the end.
Oh yeah, came back alive in big fashion. Like, Neemo was still finding some chunky hits, but could not convert those wall breaks, couldn't convert to more pressure, as Shockjoc has just made those small adjustments to win the neutral situations more and begin that pressure. Again, like, it is scary defending against Nagoriyuki. He cranks your risk gauge, he does huge damage, but Ino has always been the queen of that mix-up pressure. No one is blocking her for more than 3 seconds, right? So it's on Neemo to keep that from even having to be an issue.
Exactly. Offense is the best defense in this scenario. Just going for the 5H, recognizing that Shockjoc was going to land in time. Ooh, the Fukio back. Now we're at level 3 blood. No more special moves open to you unless you want to pop.
No burst gauge here either, right? We're not going to be able to get some pushback defense, and we're not safe whatsoever. Doesn't spend the super for burst here, so it's going to be a BRC forward. Nice extended pressure off of that. Catches the backdash to full combo, Jobber.
Shockjoc on the cusp of a reverse 3-0 now, going into this final round with full burst on deck, or possible final round, I should say.
Another good backdash. Nemo's had gotten a lot of command grabs, but it's just not finding him in the end here. A burst from Shockjoc, especially with that level 3 blood gauge, and now it's time to party.
A positive bonus. All Shockjoc needs is to find one hit and bait out the burst. Well, found the hit, but the burst was not baited. It's still, Shockjoc in a very good position right now. Doesn't need to overextend, and they recognize that.
Solid blocks here, as Nemo's just trying to fish for the one big hit that can bring them back. That 2S is a start.
Oh my gosh, the chip damage is massive too, and just like that, 1-5H could delete you off the face of this earth.
Okay, the extension. This is good. Let's go. I always love when we extend a song, we get the extra little bits at the end. Rope to mess himself up with. But now we're going to get really messed up here as we have Potemkin coming through from S-Gift. The quote-unquote best character in the game going up against the ordinary magician piloting the not-so-ordinary Asuka.
This is a interesting matchup, to say the least, and I don't think it's good for Asuka, if I'm being quite truthful. The Flick is just so good at shutting down a lot of the projectile nonsense, and the armor is incredible, and then once Potemkin is on you, everyone knows.
Well, so far we avoided the double Potemkin buster, and we find a small little hit into some blocks. This is a perfect point for Ordinary Magician. Granted, they did get flicked back, and Gift said you're gonna get gripped up one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When your opponent 5Ps an orb and then immediately flicks the next one, as an Asuka player, you have to start panicking. That's instant panic. And for good reason, a couple of Potemkin busters and a 5D later in the first round is gone.
Yeah, like you mentioned the flick being a big part of it. Yeah, but Potemkin's normals behind it too can just crush so many of those projectiles very active, very far-reaching. A small whip punish is a start. Ordinary Magician trying to add more pressure, but the S-Gift challenge with the 5P knockdown. Oh, there's nowhere you can go, buddy, except to heaven.
Yeah, who needs to hard the cards when you got these hands? Good night, sweet prince.
This is back broken into. As S-Gift said, that's a cool card game deck you got going on there. I'm glad you want to play some, Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic the Gathering. What if we just like boxed it out? So we're gonna settle this the old-fashioned way, like gentlemen.
Wish you had a good old wrestling match. He did him how Bane did Batman? That's crazy, chat. That's right, though.
It's just 100% true. Order of Magician's is on notice here. As S-Gift has kind of seen through the BS. All this trickery, all this magic doesn't mean nothing to a Potemkin. So right now, though, under heavy pressure, the staff is out, and Order of Magician finding a little bit of leeway here, finally.
I guess that's the one upside of this match for Asuka, is that he can kind of key charge or mana charge as much as he wants at full screen, right? The only thing you have to worry about is the slide head, and here comes the dark magic attack for the hard knockdown.
Oh no, the back throw! Do not want to be in the corner with your MP a little low. Like the super here, another big projectile, just gonna force the block. Not like the Asuka blocks, but like, blocking. Excuse me. There's too many shapes on screen. I'm getting confused.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Oh. I got a magic trick, too. It's called making your life bar disappear.
All right, Mega Fist on in. There's the 2P press. The music that is playing right now does not properly represent the horror of the situation at hand.
No, the sweet, subtle vibes of Icarus do not match this beatdown that is happening. Armored Potbuster, because our grapplers need as much help they can get.
What is that routing? Able to break the wall? There was the heat knuckle as well. Oh no, Gigantor Kai. Run, Magician, run, for God's sake.
You're getting too close. He's waiting for you under you. Okay, punish is there. Okay, we punished the... Get it. But another Gigantor coming your way.
Trying to find any
time is not going to help you.
Oh, no!
Imagine if that didn't kill and that would have landed into the Gigantor for like extra credit and just mental damage. Good lord.
Absolute overkill. This is more than psychological damage. This is spiritual damage right now.
No. Good. Is Ordinary Magician being severed from this mortal plane?
Bro, he about to be like Yami Yugi, sent straight back to the Shadow Realm.
I mean, yeah, someone brought it up earlier. S-Gift is named Tono Shiki, so they see the lifelines in the sky, and they're just cutting Ordinary Magician up.
Chat, could Potemkin beat a servant? Could he kill a servant? Trying to
I'm not convinced he's not a servant.
He'll break Gilgamesh's back. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, It's Avarice, for the sub. Appreciate you here. As right now, that sub is helping Ordinary Magician put on some tricks of their own. With the wall break there, but the tanky guy is surviving just a little bit longer. And as long as there's some health here, there's a big chance, unless you just fly to your doom.
All right, Ordinary Magician mounting a comeback here. Could we see the reverse 3-0? Gonna get the first pick up, draw a couple more cards for that 5P anti-air.
Backdash though. And there you go. You can't flick that. We're not just immediately throwing a projectile out. So S-Gift, reacts to the teleport once more. And now it's party time.
Yeah, YRC, just please get off of me. Did not want to deal with the incoming mix at all. Oh, but the rules drop them right on your dome.
Oh, we're hiding
Whoa.
the 5D, but the projectile wasn't close enough for a juggle. Still, Ordinary Magician with a chance to finish it here, and that should do it.
Yeah, that was really interesting. Obviously, just how big the cube is and how big Potemkin is. Ordinary Magician thought that it was just going to pick up off the 5D.
Yeah, that would have been sick. But I like the end there. Sure, it was the backdash, but it got caught by just the immediate whiff button into the vines to catch the pick. Because like Potemkin backdash helps out a lot, but this isn't like previous Potemkin backdash where it was like one frame of vulnerability. It's a little slow. It's got some good invuln, but it's a lot easier to punish than the past games. So as long as Ordinary Magician is keeping an eye out, they can make it work. Gets a jump and gets a grab, and trying to carry that momentum from game number 3.
Ooh, going for the wall assault routing there just to guarantee the wall break and get that positive bonus. I like the decision making. Plus frames off of the dark magic attack.
Enforces the blocking, just getting some space. Plenty of magic here too. That's gonna be the big part for Ordinary Magician. All the resources in the world to keep playing this game, and a beautiful just splat.
Oh, and catching the backdash with the burst cube fire, the buckshot cube.
All right, waking up with it. It's not all just smoke and mirrors. Here's Ordinary Magician starting to just getting some wins out of their hat.
Nice staff. Fortunately, Potemkin will never go that high in the air.
Okay, teleport super. Just forces the block with immediate Mega Fist.
Yeah, slowly but surely moving through. Heat tackle, actually not getting punished at all.
Oh, watch your dome! We're dropping bricks right up in Potemkin's head, but the hammer fall is gonna snipe the hit. A lot of magic, at least, on the side of Ordinary Magician, so they can take the hit no problem.
And it's not gonna be a hard knockdown here, so right back to neutral means that Ordinary Magician is still in control.
Ooh.
Or was. Now only has teleport, meaning you could get... You can't get anywhere.
Well, there's only one person teleporting in this situation. That was Potemkin. He doesn't even need to have a card for that, alright? Just half a meter and a dream.
Alright, Garuda, the slight delay there too. Ordinary Magician down on burst and about to be down on mana as well. Needs to be really careful. Potemkin Buster, you're dead. It's actually over. It's over.
Stick a fork in him. He's done with a perfect to boot.
We're about to take in this match though. Again, Goldlewis Dickinson up against Anji, Mito, Cheryo versus MacMens. Top 48 winner side.
All right. Our first Goldlewis of the evening in a bracket that we're going to have Lasagna Slayer and RedIAmNot here. It is Cheryo going to be popping off at the start, but MacMens already small little hits putting Goldlewis in the corner. Has the meter here especially. It's going to go for the super, but it ain't going to work because of the burst.
Sending out the drone, trying to escape from the corner, but nice spinning through the danger. MacMens just putting Cheryo right back into the corner once again on the other side.
Nice block on the dust. Cheryo was defending pretty well, but the delayed 6P. Nice little answer and wins the Clash Wars. MacMens with the delayed perfect. Exceptional.
P2P.
End of the game is what do you do with that Thunderbolt coming to you? Get put into the corner. What? The delayed low? It's a start off the RC. Coast to coast. No wall break here. Has to respect the meter especially, but the overhead works out into the backdash BRC. No conversion though.
Yeah, but it's going to get a conversion off of this one. Opts not to break the wall with Super. Wants to hold on to the meter for the neutral interaction. That might come back to haunt MacMens here. Oh, nice escape.
Gold burst on landing. That's 2 for 2. We've seen that from various players, but now Cheryo, all the bar in the world, gets tagged into the extension. Oh, that time the fadeaway overhead pays dividends as MacMens up 1 against Cheryo.
And it's just doing such a good job of almost being like dangling a carrot right in front of Cheryo the entire time, right? Always just outside of reach, so Cheryo had to constantly be moving forward, overextending and putting themselves in the compromising situations where MacMens could just capitalize.
100%. And like Cheryo's making some good like defensive decisions while layering some things even after their whiffs just to try to control, but MacMens is just very adamant about how their approach is, and it's just minimizing any kind of whiffs typically, and also just ensuring that like Goldlewis has to just respect these approaches.
Straight into the super. Through the glass on your ass.
He's delayed 6Ps, especially knowing that Goldlewis players love to get these jump Ds. Instead, the wonderful approach once more from MacMens has just worked out so well as Cheryo's just trying to find their way forward. He's having trouble to defend against Anji here.
And another wall break. Again, MacMens not breaking the wall with meter here. Likes to utilize the meter for conversions and for neutral situations.
Okay. Here we go with another low, but that time it's the overhead, the Rin, RC, the throw gets teched, BRC, the gold burst to try to keep Goldlewis in the corner. I like that idea there. Ooh, what do you think?
Okay, Cheryo able to get the hit. Staying same side with the JD. I like that, trying to fake out the left-right. Gets the knockdown, and now with no meter or burst to save MacMens here. Cheryo putting MacMens into the corner.
And JP Guts ain't gonna help you out in that situation as Cheryo stems the bleeding with a round win, but still a ways to go against MacMens, who gets right through the gun and then challenges the Behemoth Typhoon with the quick 2P. Okay. 2S5H, right into Hiseogi. Wall breaks good, and now MacMens trying to take this 2-0 lead in the set. And the Fujin whip punish, that was hot.
Oh, the spin through. Alright, double Behemoth. But MacMens doing such a good job dancing through the Typhoon. Getting a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and the choices around from MacMens. Fujin is like what you kind of expect to see a lot, right? Especially charge Fujin, all those options. But it's like MacMen knows enough of when to like not let it rip and just to either hold back with like far slashes or waiting with like the 2P challenges. So it's still very prevalent in his game plan with the Fujins, but it's still like not the only thing that's there. What's going to keep Cheryo from just finding one answer to it like that, right? I'm going to jump over, maybe you spin, I get the punish. Instead it was the 6P reaction. MacMen gets to burst out and gets a lot of damage on Cheryo.
Yeah, late burst there from Cheryo as well, just trying to prevent the wall break from happening. But it's going to happen one way or another. MacMens getting it there and getting that positive bonus.
Ooh, 5P doesn't work. No 6P, gets hit by the jump in. Finally, Cheryo gets a chance to put some huge pressure, but the 2P to stop is good.
What a burst.
Oh, tried the BRC again to get the overhead conversion. It didn't quite work out, but still, putting Goldlewis in a box, but the back throw. Jobber, what's going to happen here?
Oh my god. Just trying to FD. Weather the storm. Can MacMens escape? Tries to spin out. Nice jump over the fan toss, and Cheryo is right back in to steal the round.
In the heart of the typhoon, Cheryo. Round on the board. Can they get a game? Can they find something here to at least put them on the board and find a way through this MacMens problem? Look at this. Great spacing. Perfect normals for the situation. The overhead, though, finally getting punished. MacMens not having the meter at that moment to cancel.
Alright, Fujin into nothing here. Just feeling it out. There we go, letting the overhead rip. Now just staying outside of that far slash range. Oddly enough, outside of the Behemoth Typhoon, MacMens does have the range advantage in this matchup.
Oh, and then to throw. Too much block stun didn't work out as Cheryo has been extremely patient here, not wanting to overextend and get hit. Finally finds a chance.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a burst here.
Okay, security gauge going up as Cheryo lost a lot of life. Has to be careful. Has the meter though. No punish obviously because the PRC. We're gonna PRC forward, and that's gonna be a huge conversion.
Yeah, knew it wasn't going to kill, so didn't want to go back to neutral. Smart decision making there from Cheryo, and the throw into the overhead is going to be enough to secure a game.
When you're worried about so much like BT pressure, having to eat all this chip, and then that grab comes out, you know, Goldlewis, like the one big body without a one of the big body without a command grab. So like you think holding back or FD will solve all your problems, but he gets that headbutt going, and the next thing you know, it just feels bad.
Yeah. Feels bad indeed. A lot of things feel bad when you're fighting Goldlewis, and that is surely one of them. Another is when that big old coffin bonks you right on the head.
It's too many layers. Goldlewis though, doing the damn thing, getting the round on the board, game on the board, excuse me. So it's still MacMens lead. As Cheryo, you see, not pressing as much in neutral, has just kind of set it down to like just doing some jump dusts. Maybe that 2K 2D if you find the spot, but oh, a wall break off a throw. That was sick.
And a hard knockdown here. Very rare that MacMens has been going for those super wall break scenarios, but maybe recognizing that going back to neutral has not been working out as much as they have wanted it to.
I don't know what's working out here for Cheryo. I don't even think they got a press up button in the entire of that match. They were just waiting for an opportunity to fight back, and MacMens not giving any of that.
Trying to fish for that JD, but not nearly as active anymore.
Okay. BT though. Active with a small hit, the counter hit too. The drone's still there, but it dissipates right as it arrives at its destination.
All right, overhead hits into the 5D, gonna get the pickup off that immediate burst. That's the right decision there from Cheryo. Has to take back control of this matchup and has the tension to do it.
That time the drone lasts long enough, and then MacMens just taking it to the face. Still at match point here against Cheryo, who does not have a burst. In this spot, if MacMens can find something, maybe a nice little wild assault on a clean hit to get a wall break positive bonus and just ride that wave to finishing this off here.
Alright, bar slash, pickup. No super again. Yeah, when MacMens has the life lead, he does not like to go for the hard knockdown. He likes to just hold on to that meter. Fight for situations just like that. Diabolical.
Saved it for the big brain play. The fake overhead into low is like one of my favorite little strive like mix-ups that you could just throw out a party. And you know, even if you miss it, you'll get to watch some cool stream action as well, and you can follow along those brackets. We're gonna follow on this big match, hopping onto the birthday train as RedIAmNot, the default Goldlewis this go around versus a default Testament. No one's dressed to impress here. It's just all business. Early start for iDom.
Yep, just drop the Terror Twins, break the wall, apply that stained state.
And then try to call something down. Maybe it's the errant drone, but the range on Testament getting the hit. iDom, quick first round. But I mean, RedIAmNot is a momentum master. Once they just find that one little hit, they can party hard.
Blocking the wild assault there, but that IBFD. Woo! Okay, yeah, that was a smart burst. Things were gonna get real nasty real quick.
Yeah, ideally iDom would have wanted to burst out of the corner, or Goldlewis into the corner, but nice from Red to bring iDom on the other side. Gonna get a lot of chip here. Yes, iDom has a lot of meter though. That's one small advantage. And a quick PRC from Red's gonna get a small hit. And max meter on the side of iDom.
IRC just full on dashing. Now with RedIAmNot locked in the corner here. iDom with a plenty of tension, but is going to have to break the wall. Luckily, we have the tension for the super, so you get that hard knockdown in the stained state.
Part of the bonus can be super beneficial here, right? A lot of burst gate back, which will help big time, and now one hit away from finishing the job for game number one with the White Wild Assault. Saving Red's bacon and a nice backdash, catching iDom pressing. Wow. And the combo off that too, using the security gauge. Half your life erased. And then the neutral jump to whip the throw. Goodbye, Testament.
Oh, and the glass is break. No! Ooh. Didn't get all of it! Didn't get all of it! iDom is still in the round.
Right. Not a lot of life here. Can't even take a single grab. One mistake can dispel Red's turnaround, and a 2K2D does it.
All right, Red.
They're seeing Red. That first round from iDom was super clean, but again, the momentum on the birthday train is pretty much unstoppable once it gets going.
Keeps on chugging. We can chug all the way to top 8 winner side for RedIAmNot. That still remains to be seen. iDom was looking very solid in that first game. Just didn't get the opportunity to bring things back.
Again, you mentioned the lack of reversals on Testament. Goldlewis thrives on applying so much pressure. The damage differential as well is 100% on Goldlewis' side.
Yeah, the sad part is that still Testament requires a lot of hits in order to kill a character, right? Not very high damage at all. Ooh.
What a 2P on the other end. Nasty stuff.
Hits.
Okay, nice challenge. 5P to get rid of the drone, get a small hit, give iDom a chance. It's not going to help to finish the job yet, as healthy as Goldlewis is, but one small hit can go for it in the 6P. If there's any 6P that's going to save the day against Goldlewis, it is definitely Testament's.
Right, there's the burst immediately. Again, Testament is a control-based character, just trying to control the pace of the matchup here. Making space with the Grave Reapers, but having to deal with that drone is really annoying.
And you see, like, Red is, whenever they see the teleport symbol on the ground, has done a great job of waiting to see if iDom takes it for a one-way trip to Pain Town. As right now, the jumping's just going to connect and gets the TKBT as RedIAmNot tying things up in rounds. Looking to go 2-0 here against iDom.
Oh, yep, 6P, gonna blow up the Behemoth Typhoon attempt. But the clean jumping with the JD and catching the backdash with the Gatling gun.
To be checked though. And iDom makes a small attempt to get out of dodge, takes the teleport out of the corner as well. But here comes the BT pressure. One more hit here from RedIAmNot can be enough to get this 2-0 lead. Although iDom takes a bite out of crime and at least gets a hard knockdown and a small chance.
Nice, sent through the wall. Oh my good God, Goldlewis.
Oh, the backdash. Oh, you might have been expecting a safe jump into the wake up super block to save your bacon, but at that range, Red hit that backdash RC into the BT and just called out iDom in that situation, who was not prepared for RedIAmNot to just make that space at the last second after the wall break.
Hold on, still one more game remaining for RedIAmNot. iDomination is not in the loser side yet. But this drone is proving to be a real thorn in iDom's side. Such a good counter to Grave Reaper.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the security stuff working good, right? The Gatling gun also stuffing the Grave Reaper, getting these hard knockdowns and keeping iDom on his toes. Right now, knockdown's good with the twins. Tried to play that spacing game, but jumped us, denying your neutral. Too far, you're gonna blow up for that too. Oh my God, Jobber. Where did iDom's life go?
I don't know. I can't find it.
It's in the coffin, right? At this point. Right where iDom's about to be, if they're not careful.
I mean, Testament looks like they sleep in a coffin, let's be real. Oh, but teleport to the other side. Nice pickup and baits out the burst.
Yeah, I mean, they look like they can use some vitamin D, but all they're getting is this vitamin Dickinson. Although they're bringing it back little by little. It's going to be a hard-fought road to turn the favor, but the 6P is a good start.
But a perfect is a great marker of iDom's comeback potential here. Just needs to keep up this pace, build up that momentum, but the Behemoth Typhoon punishes the teleport. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I didn't want to teleport right into the maw of the Gatling gun. Finds the slash. And that's a little something. But the scary part is Goldlewis is getting burst soon. And that's going to make the spot where Red can just, they can set up just like so.
Oh no. Burn it down. It's so scary.
But
there's
good.
the OC. Hold on. iDom in a good position right now, even with the back up against the wall. Able to escape from the corner. This is even better.
Making the penalties on the table though. Jumpy's there. Off the tray. Not enough to kill though, and iDom's last chance. Bye-bye. Double overhead. North American soldier in Peluna.
And Mika-chan coming through with the $1.69 is, what does Goldlewis say when he wins with 32 seconds remaining? I'm not sure.
Right, off the grid, round start. Dizzy versus Ramlethal. Okay, go ahead.
Does he say 67 seconds? Mika.
Oh boy.
All right, Akeno with the first ram of the night too, by the way.
Okay, and the narwhal stuff in the backdash is Peluna maintaining this nice little life lead, getting some noms on, and should be a clean round. Don't even need the wings, but we're flying through. Real quick, so I know TNS is up for best online local, but do you know that 6-7 is also up in the Evo Awards for best meme?
Best meme, that's right, y'all. So you gotta vote 6-7 as the best meme, TNS as best online tournament. I have never 360 no-scoped as one of the best contributors here with $10 into the match arena. Thank you so much for supporting the players. Uh-oh, sending out the fish, gets the left-right mix.
Anti-air ice spike, devious work there, catching Akeno airborne as they're looking a little lost here. Oh, and then you burst it as the wings sprouted forth. And a quick 2 rounds as Peluna just taking it to Ramlethal, the character that has been such a dominating force in neutral, has so much damage and momentum that goes for her, right? But Dizzy just turning that back around as Peluna pilots her perfectly.
I completely agree with you. Peluna making this character look top tier. And Keltani, he says 6-7 is the lowest tier meme, surely? I mean, I get that sentiment, but you have to understand that meme is going to go very strong through 2026, maybe 2027 as well, you know?
Look, the only slight, or what do you call it when like you don't get put into like the voting for something, right? What's the exact word for it?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I'm drawing a blank.
We're all having a big brain fart. The only like best FGC meme was that one guy at Climax of Night. The biggest snub was the guy from like South America doing the Club Penguin dance.
The Club Penguin dance.
The Club Penguin pop off needed to be up there, and unfortunate we did not see it make it.
Yeah, you know, I'm personally waiting for 789, but, you know, that's just me. There we go. 6H, able to get the pickup here. Fortunately, not going to go for any RC, just holding on to the pressure in the corner.
Ooh, nice hop over, and gets the jump back slash, but the ice floor says Daruhuo. That's cute.
All right, Ice Field is out again. The what? Heard what? Chat, you're confusing me. But Ice Spike is going to take out Akeno for another round. Peluna still in full control.
It manages to get up with some personal before the ice takes full control in a situation where you have to get it going immediately. Good blocks on Peluna's side, but Akeno bringing some great pressure. 5K, small hit. Lost both swords, but now we're just applying some more, a little bit extra pressure.
Oh, the neutral jump, though, to avoid the throw. Full screen once again, setting up the field. Oh, no, but ran right into that far slash there from Akeno. Able to carry it all the way to the corner for the wall splat and the positive bonus.
And nice. Sticks out the little leggy. Gets the trip and ties up the rounds here as Akeno. Again, if there's a character that I could think they can kind of match Ramlethal ban or Dizzy ban for ban. Dizzy or Ramlethal, confusing them both so much. Oh my gosh. Has the buttons, has the good movement, has some great specials to kind of help out in that regard. Although Peluna with a nice lead here, but even better block on the 5D.
They're getting the throw, so just gonna set up the fish immediately into 5D once again. Such a violent 5D animation, but Peluna is gonna go up 2-0.
I blinked. I remember I forgot like that first game already ended.
With the way that Peluna is playing tonight, there is a very decent chance we might be seeing Peluna versus Jack in winners finals of this tournament.
It's so early to tell. In my heart, it's like, yeah, but like with how MacMens is doing right now, and of course RedIAmNot, who has just been, you know, top 3 constantly. We are in it for a big one, no matter how it goes.
Right dash in. 6H. Ooh, man. The movement here from Akeno really turning it up a notch. That was a beautiful backdash there. Able to shut down the fire with the sword toss as well. trade sweep.
Okay, gets the under 5PE. To the corner you go, and Akeno working on clawing their way out of the hole that they get stuck into here. But Peluna gets out of the corner with a Michael sword. Ram, your blades are big, but this Michael sword is bigger. And now you're in a tough spot here, but the 2D actually connects.
Michael Sword's the original, all right? Every masterpiece has its cheap imitation. Oh. Cheap imitation of a Gamma Ray, too. Calvados there getting the knockdown and able to take the round. Akeno finally getting a point on the board.
Okay, good stuff. Showing signs of life. We got to get scrappy, especially dealing with, you know, a player as good as Peluna. A matchup that can be very, very interesting, especially at a high level. You got to make some crucial adjustments and get those timings just right.
All right, let's see if we're going to get another Game 5, or after Peluna is going to put a stop to this growing ember from Akeno. For all fire takes is a single spark.
Oh, the run under into Michael Sword for the knockdown. Double ice spike. You thought it was safe to go outside. No, it's negative 12 degrees out there. And you ain't wearing pants. That ain't gonna help.
I like the wings of light just to flex. Oh my god, another massive counter hit on the 2H.
And then jump dust as well, just putting out another stop sign. All these little hitboxes and projectiles have just been menacing Akeno. And no, that was not a reference. That was just me putting out a random number. I'm not versed enough in some pop culture, sadly. I'm just your average internet shut who's commentating some great Guilty Gear as Akeno. Fade away jump slash. The clash though into Darwo. No ice to mess things up here.
Don't worry, Raph. During like the last Testament match, I slipped in like 8 Testament songs and no one noticed, so it's okay. Oh, but tries to go for the shimmy there. 5D is going to be blocked. 5D does not get blocked the second time. But Peluna trying to be a hero.
Oh, the sweep, the conversion too. Don't tell me. Oh my goodness. That burst was critical there, but even better is the little leggy once more. Oh, whiffing. But a counter conversion, even better. And a throw as well. I think Akeno's poised to try to take this to a 2-2 here. But an even better YRC with some space. Especially because the sword isn't available.
What an escape. And it's pretty dangerous to summon Ice Fish in really fake scenarios like that against a character like Ram, who has such long reach on the far slash. And Peluna ends up paying for it. And we're going to a Game 5.
Yeah, Peluna is not is still susceptible to the mix-ups, to having to guess like anybody else, and you know Dizzy's a character that can't take a lot of damage very easily, right? There's no stun gauge in this game anymore, so she's not getting dizzied off one counter hit conversion, right? But still, like those any small combo can really add up easily against her. So now it is on Peluna to turn the tide as Akeno with a 2-0 come from behind to tie things here in our final match of top 48 winner side.
Oh, an immediate burst there too from Peluna right off the bat, but just gets domed once again. Unfortunate start here. Able to cover the throw with the PRC and gonna put Peluna not through the wall actually. It didn't splat. Surprising.
I like that knockdown though. Just going with the guillotine, not giving up the swords there. And then immediate 6P on the run, and Akeno with the first lead of the set and a perfect to boot. 1 round away from a winner's side berth and a chance to send Peluna packing the losers.
Hard knockdown, but this is a massive lead right now for Akeno. Burst was blocked, but that's fine.
Oh, Darwell with the burst block. Say goodnight, Queen Dizzy, as Akeno reverse 3-0 to top 8 you go, winner side. Max consistency to anyone and said, you know, who are you going for? You look at that streak and you're like, there's no way. No way this man can falter, and already out the gate.
He is on that late 2000s John Cena run. The LOL Jack wins. But MacMens stepping up to the board now, maybe gonna try to put a stop to that.
Oh, try as you might. Already gonna eat a taste of Deus Ex Machina. Get blasted 6 ways to Sunday with the wall break, knockdown, positive bonus time, and that pressure here from Jack. As they just fade away defensively, making some good choices, giving a little room, and biding their time.
Oh, far slash? That IBFD into far slash was unreal. This is what we're talking about when we talk about Jack, right? It's just that defense, that awareness.
Yeah, no, master of just every minuscule conversion. Great decisions, as big or small. And just like that, saw the whip with the BRC forward, got the free throw, extra 2 points. And now, Jack, first round. Although MacMens at least extended his life by a little bit, but still is going to need a lot.
Patience here from Jack, gets the 2K2D, and now Jack is on the attack. Command roll, no one blocks it.
Okay, gets to jump in here, forcing MacMens just to hold this. Has no meter on burst, has barely any meter intentions for RC or anything, so now I'm just gonna have to eat this. I'm not gonna die quite yet, but strike, throw, or even a Goomba stomp is gonna be tough. Option 3, there it is. All right, Jack striking first, getting that first win on the board, and again, they're amped up and ramped up. They're one of the few players that have not won an auto qualifier for the ARC World Tour Finals. They are in at like the last position in terms of points at this point. If they somehow falter at Frosty Faustings, there's like a small chance that they don't qualify because of points. So he would have the most from a big appearance there, even auto qualifying with a win. Right, our first roll through. Catching a hit and catching the wall break. Six Machina once more. Bring up the twins and take them for a ride.
Oh, but there's the YRC. Oh, Fujin into nothing. Able to hit the overhead this time. Just harassing with that close slash 2, but now it's Jack's turn. Gave up just a little too much space, and Jack immediately capitalizing on it.
No! 5 heavy, barely whiffed, and Jack with the BRC found the opportunity, but RC forward. The throw's no good. The classic hop forward grab, and Jack sniffed it out, jumped out, no problem. Okay, finds the stomp, finds a hit, a little bit of concentration, psych himself up. 5D block, but you're still under pressure.
Nice. Gets the pick up here. Into Deus Ex Machina.
Ooh, the run stop. Into just pulling out the gat, taking a quick shot to keep the pressure just amped up and ramped up. And now MacMens gonna get blasted through the wall. The Japanese guts getting crushed, and a perfect from Jack to go up 2-0.
Man, Jack is just a beast. An absolute beast. There is a reason why we call him the Demon King of Strive.
No, it's rare for Jack to not even just take a loss, but even lose rounds. Or games even, sorry, games. Lurie got one tonight so far. So kudos to Lurie. We did not get on see on screen, but it's goes. Joe Brownie did get one. Can MacMen get one and get maybe even more? So last chance here in this set to see if Jack makes their way to another winners finals.
Just another one to add on to the belt here, but MacMens has a difference of opinion. Just keeping Jack locked down in the corner. There's the escape with the late J2K.
Okay, Goomba Stomp again comes through. MacMen slightly losing their lead of life in the roll. When you need a little bit of damage real quick, you go for that roll because ain't no one blocking that.
Oh, dash up with the 2P spam, I like it. Immediately into the mortal counter, and MacMen's able to secure a round.
The hard part about that is doing it more than once. As the Fujin getting punished by the jump back. And Jack taken to the corner, but doesn't get the pickup, and no wall break.
Close slash to the pistol whip. Deja Vu Machina. Get used to seeing it.
Again, another just delayed close slash. I like that perfect range just to see if MacMens would bite either with a wake-up throw or anything besides it.
And just the way that Jack just escapes from the corner with simple jumps. Just jumping out of the corner with seemingly no issue against Anji, who's a character that's so good at cutting that off.
Right? Even like all the best 6Ps, all of like the 5Ps, Jack just makes sure that they can just block as they jump in because there's not really any air blockables you have to worry about. An air throw is a risk in of itself, right? Early combo here, but immediate jump forward. Gets blessed by the jump P, and a small punish leads to a knockdown into the setup with the fuzzy jump with the stomp. Oh my gosh, Jack, okay. Chill out.
Command roll through, no focus, but who needs focus when you have buttons like this?
Ooh, close slash. Forcing the burst out from Jack. MacMen slight life in here.
Look at this never-ending block screen. Just walked MacMens down to the corner from mid-screen with 5 bullets. Blocks the burst and takes the set. Another victim claimed by Jack.
King, another mark on the board, aren't we?
That's right, time to jump into it. RedIAmNot, Akeno, Goldlewis versus Ram. Could be a tough matchup sometimes, but Lord jumping into it.
Okay, a little bit of a burst there after getting blessed at the start. And then just, we know Red knows what works best. Jump dust just being a menace, and there's that wall break to kick off some huge damage. First burn it down, but the throw to avoid the orbital cannon. Expensive answer, but at least lets Akeno live a little bit longer. Doesn't get the pickup after the sword explosion and a quick far slash. Red first round. Okay. Jump cross up, no problem. Swapping sides again with the BT in the air that time. Half-life already gone. A sword out, but immediate jump dust as Red just says, deal with it. If you ain't gonna stop this at any point, you're just gonna get cleaned up. And at that first game, getting cleaned up as well as Red's on a tear. Tough round, right? Akeno really has to take a second, recognize that, you know, the jump D was just a menace in that, as Red just did not have any care in the world to be grounded unless they were blocking in some situations, and they could just feel free to go in like any position with different tools, and it's hard to answer really all of them, and Akeno's gonna have to find a way to do so. Okay, gets the hit here with the explosion. The burst, which keeps the sword at bay, helps Red at least a little bit on defense. But the pickup's good. And we have the meter here. Should be able to get the wall break. Oh, we don't spend any. So now
That's
Red
fine,
can just
though.
start swinging.
Such a massive life lead, right? You don't necessarily need the hard knockdown. It's nice to have, but still going to be able to wrap up the round just like that.
Hey, Kovados is a good spot. I like that. Even from round start, Akeno took to the skies with the jump P. Just wanted to make sure that Red cannot control the airwaves as much anymore. There's the burst into the Gatling gun immediately.
Nice, the flip on in. Blue beat combo. Gonna get the hard knockdown. Just dash up 2H. Good God.
Gotta be careful there. Red waiting for their turn. Throws the jump D into the RC. What an answer.
It just goes coast to coast, opting not to break the wall. Wants to hold on, squeeze out as much damage as possible. And it's looking more likely like we're gonna tie things up one apiece.
Uh-oh. Put that little leggy away, young lady. Into the immediate neutral jump. Had a PRC to throw so they don't die, but the challenge against the BT. Right, the overhead BT doesn't start its hitbox from that perfect position like the low BT. So nice response from Akeno.
Nice response indeed. Akeno with just a dominating round there, dominating game, I should say. Really bringing it back to RedIAmNot, showing that they are evenly matched. No one able to get just that one step ahead. So this is going to be a tug of war matchup, right? Whoever can get that 2-1 lead is going to be in a good spot.
I love that too. Get the soft knockdown. Here's a situation where you don't have any burst, any meter, and Akeno can just bide their time to get their swords back, but the bust out from Red. Now we're gonna hold all of this, but doesn't block the 5D, more Tobato, and Akeno on a tear. Ugh. Oh, good. Immediate burst. And the BT out. Oh no. Both players are just flying high. They want to avoid the corner at any cost. They're taking those airline miles and put it into good use, but Akeno gets that round without too much of a scratch at the end, at least.
And now taking the lead in this set. I'm not able to convert off of the JH hitting. That is unfortunate. Just delayed the close slash a little too long. But Akeno gonna blow up the throw attempt here with that close slash of their own.
Ooh, nice. Using that sword spike really well in the mid-screen before it gets to the corner and the back dash with the explosion. Cool cats don't look at explosions. And that wall break. Jobber. Can Akeno finish this with one more hit? Uh-oh.
Up the drone. Oh, nice. The bionic elbow. The 2P as Pink Brota comes through with the sub. Welcome.
Oh, the counter hit!
No.
This time Red tried the challenge and got blessed. But still though, still alive.
Oh, okay. That drop was scary there. Akeno probably getting a little bit shaky hands in that situation, but still able to close it out and get the lead here.
That change to the sword throw, spiking down into the ground, has helped out so much. Got almost blown up that last little second because we know Akeno's gone for the flip a lot of times after the sword plant, and it was a good response from Red, but both players a little bit of spaghetti, a little bit of pasta, but we gotta look past that for the next game. Flip that time, does not block the 5D, there's the burst, you don't got no swords though. And that drone's a coming.
All right, burst. Knew that that damage was going to add up. Actually, a really good burst option from Akeno. Saved a lot of grief, but RedIAmNot going to put the damage on one way or another.
Yeah. But still has to find a lot more. Just not been as huge of combos in finding opportunities, but at least this is a start. Oh no, the drop. Ow, I felt that one. We're just flipping, throwing out buttons, just controlling the space, trying to control the narrative, but knockdown's good for Red. There's some BTs getting that big chip damage in the guard break with the YRC at least. A little breath for Akeno, but White Wild is something denies any more of that. Oh.
Nice. Able to take it all the way to Game 5 here in this winner's semis. So many Game 5s tonight. Just the level of play that we have seen in Guilty Gear Strive over these years.
No, exactly. We've seen so many players make the most out of like these small situations because, again, it's, you know, fighting games and momentum go hand in hand, and so far both of these players have shown how strong they are at just taking one thing and running with it. Now for the right to fight Jack in Winners Finals. Burst out from Red already. Akeno with this great corner pressure off the grip.
Nice for the burst, though, just trying to keep RedIAmNot stuck in the corner. But down a sword makes it difficult to play that footsies game.
Now they're in the corner. Tough spot to be in. Yeah, you got both swords and a combo with a hard knockdown at the very least. Akeno is making their play.
Ooh, have to jump low. Play pays off. Ends up getting the positive bonus off the wall break from it. But we're sending out the laser.
Oh no!
Oh no! Right. Gotta watch out for more Tabato. There it is. It's not a matter of if, only when.
The check on the sword plan again. Huge damage here with the RC and the Gatling. The bursto coming through. Hold on.
Oh, it's the whip punish on the 6P. Incredible. Akeno at set point.
All of the hits of the Gatling built up so much burst, gave Akeno a free out there despite Red trying to finish the job. Good check. Forced to burst out. Does not want to let Akeno play the game.
Oh, you're dead. When you see 6H in a combo, it means you're dying. That was my input to the situation.
Hey, it was a good input from Red, right? All right, early hit with the 5P. We have a sword already spent here. As Red is just waiting for their chance to bust out, and that jump D does it. Oof.
Uh-oh. A scary situation. Nice 6P, though, trying to keep Red locked down in the corner. 6P hits with the juggle. Just goes for the hard knockdown.
Should get one of the swords back at the very least here, but gets hit on the jump, and that's gonna be a wrap.
Yeah, with the wall break, getting the 2P for the splat. RedIAmNot moves on to face Jack. The match following this will be Joe Brownie versus MFCR to round out our first round of top 8.
Here we go, off the grip. A couple 5Ks. Just we want to make sure Goldlewis doesn't get to just start off with a big bop. And now we have the ice on the ground, and it's party time for Peluna, but the challenge on Wake Up. Okay, chopping at her legs, but the challenge comes through in the cross-up fish just to get out of the corner.
Oh.
Oh, put that gun away.
Oh, the fully charged 5D. That was beautiful, getting the fully charged 5D to try and stall in the air with the wings of light.
And then I love these counter hit 2D conversions. I'm learning something really cool I haven't seen before. No. That's twice the Gatling gun has come out, and twice you paid the price.
Oh, trying to go for the overhead. The slow-overhead, I should say. Oh my god, just trying to weather the storm, but eventually one of the coin flips is not going to be in your favor.
Oh, and what goes up must come down, as that's going to be a nice clean round. Cheryo, just that massive corner pressure. A burst on the side of Peluna is going to help her a bit to try to get things going here. Cheryo stuck in a bad position. No ice floor yet, and finds a 2K2D to make it safely out of there.
Yeah, I got caught in the backdash, so felt like they had to burst just to make sure that Red didn't get that extra momentum. Or excuse me, Cheryo.
Yeah, Cheryo's wearing like the reddish color, so I get it. Not quite the loop on the third outfit, but you know.
Oh, nice escape there with the BRC air dash.
Chestnut pressure's good. Here's the burst into burn it all down.
You want to talk about pressure, though. Burn it down is the biggest pressure in the game.
Interesting way to get hit by it, though. Get a soft knockdown from it, which minimized the damage. Helped out Peluna a lot.
Oh, and the cross-up with the fish. Not going to be able to kill here, unfortunately. Wait, Gamma Ray! Oh, my God!
Full power beam. Her team got her back with conviction. She defeats the evil for game number 1.
Got that one from her mama. A rare Gamma Ray. I love to see it.
It's like you always forget about that one super that can finish the job until it's too late. Peluna didn't forget, though. And all right, taking a second here. Jumping right back in as it goes. Cheryo down 1 game as Peluna clutched up.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh. Okay. That fish is menacingly above Goldlewis, making it so Cheryo has to be a little more cautious. Can't just jump to D when the fish is out. Ooh.
I don't know if that was a throw attempt or what, but got absolutely obliterated by that mortal counter.
And that was the 3rd time the Gatling gun got. The ice spike just denying Cheryo any chance of setting up at full screen, be it a drone. Ooh. Slide grab
in for the throw. Oh yeah, this is difficult. Yeah, Goldlewis not having a double jump, right? So Ice Spike just being his kryptonite here. Still though, Cheryo able to fight through, secure the round.
The Ice Floor OTG working against Dizzy, giving the hard knockdown, really made Cheryo able to set up for the finish there. So great stuff, taking advantage of, you know, Dizzy's own weaknesses to her own things. Again, the high fish just to make sure you don't get a chance, and punishing the Gat into the wall setup. I like it.
That's 6H again, perfect.
Every time I see her tail just morph into the narwhal, it just makes me happy. All the cute critters in Guilty Gear, and that's like one of my favorites.
Nothing cute about this ice fish though, but again, the floor coming back to haunt Peluna.
Yeah, that time the Gat working out, setting up the situation, immediate burst. Scary too, because that could have been one of the easier blocked ones.
No
we
way!
Converted off her floor. Uh-oh.
That was disgusting, and now Cheryo with Peluna in the corner. No resources, except your hands, able to get the throw.
Fade away, what you're reaching for. We got fish. Chestnuts, all of the ingredients for a come-from-behind victory here for Peluna with the run-up low. There's the burst out from Cheryo.
Gonna make this comeback here. Chestnuts roasted on open fire. Backdash on the wild assault attempt. And Cheryo, what a play! Gets a point on the board.
Putting out wall assault neutral like that. Who do you think you are? RedIAmNot? Nah. Nice try though from Peluna to extend the pressure, but Cheryo was 100% ready.
I don't know if I'm ready for the rest of this.
This is the barn burner we all hope for, as Peluna is cutting her teeth against, you know, TNS's best here in this top 8.
All right, there's the burst. Send out the ice fish.
No. And the ice fish there hovering, waiting for Goldlewis to jump, but you know, Cheryos are going to just run forward. No problem.
Oh yeah, but the YRC. Staggered mashes with that slide forward.
That might be the funniest thing I've seen in Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, just looping into the ice Oki is crazy. Oh, BRC! Yep, you had to BRC back, utilizing the JD to send up the fireball.
That was cute. Didn't work out, but now we're in such a good position here with the ice floor, chestnut pressure as well, and now Cheryo's gonna have to guess for the situation, blocking all this pressure, but the fadeaway overhead into the burst bait.
Cheryo not gonna bite. Not surprised Cheryo wouldn't bite either. The life total is pretty different here. Oh no.
Not
I think now
hits.
if Cheryo gets hit, he bursts.
Unless he gets to the counter hit to win! Cheryo just held everything. Stayed strong. Just needed the one shot. Takes that round right from beneath Peluna.
Oh, able to get the throw again. One more time. Oh, try to go strike here. Fish just sitting, floating above. Man, that thing stays there for a long time, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's just standing, you know, floating there menacingly. Wants to take a bite, but Cheryo not giving it up. Okay, it's Cheryo, not Cheerios, right? So, I get it. Oh, 5K, 2D. To the fish pressure here with more chestnuts. We're gonna RC for extra credit? No, we're just gonna set up for a messed up mix-up.
Yep, Cheryo not gonna burst there. No reason to. Didn't have the tension to make the comeback and is up around already. Setting up the ice fish. Ooh, clean little mix up there. Unfortunately, couldn't really convert off of it.
Oh, and the 5H, just as a Goldlewis trying to run through. Does not get the OTG from the ice spike. Instead, finds the knockdown. Beautiful Cheryo again, taking advantage of the ice floor. Okay, we're gonna see a burst here from Peluna soon. Has no meter for any more meter for FD, so has to be extra careful. Weather the storm, a little bit of hits to make some space. Has to be careful. Jump B to keep Goldlewis at bay. The ice spike gets denied. Oh no!
Oh my god, that mortal counter hit. But this is massive now for Peluna. This tug of war, who's gonna get that 2-1 lead? Here comes the orbital laser. But the YRC still sliding forward even after the YRC thanks to the ice war momentum.
The grip grabs right in that situation. The fish is out. The block from Cheryo just trying to defend against it. But like Exerd, Dizzy's throw game can be so aggravatingly good because there's so many situations in Strive where you think you want to hold back. You think you're in a position where You're gonna have to hold this meaty, but it's never meaty. It's fishy. It's real fishy, Jobber.
Fishy as hell.
Let's rock.
And now playing that zoning game once again. It's like a rubber band. The slow walk back immediately into the dash forward button.
And that little slidey just to add more. You're just sitting there blocking it. I'm sure there's more answers from Cheryo that they can respond with, but I understand being content with holding down back. Ooh.
Oh no. That's a brutal one. This is just one of those Goldlewis rounds, right? Gotta steal yourself, focus on the next one.
Yeah, keep that burst unless you really think some magic can happen here. It's Peluna, so you never know, but Cheryo, stand strong. Wants to see that game 5.
Oh, Peluna not giving up. Still believes they can take the round. They have the tension to do it. Set up the ice floor.
2 heavy wings? I mean, that's one way to bring this back, but I love that burn it down just to make it,
Oh my god, baited out the YRC that time.
Everyone's just throwing anything and everything out as much as possible.
Keep putting out the ice. Keep doing it, keep doing it. There's no answer. Oh, look at this, they're so scared to press. Oh, look at the ice.
There's a burst though, just in case. Blocks against the fish, no problem here. And the 2K 2D. Okay, Cheryo. Patient as hell, makes it through.
This is a crazy set, Raph.
It's so good. Both these players are so good, Jobber.
Alright, able to get the whip punish there on that 6P. Putting out the ice field once again, slowing Goldlewis down to a crawl.
Once again, Cheryo, happy to block. The risk gauge ain't shining too hard. Not in the worst position either. Sure, we're back in the corner. And we're eating that chestnut. As long as we got a little bit of life. Go ahead.
The masterful movement of Peluna on the ice field has really been blowing me away. And blowing Cheryo through the wall as well into the next round.
Match point. Peluna with the opportunity to send down one Goldlewis. But Far Slash finds the hit, and it's time for BT. Tough spot with no burst. Last chance of this round, and there it is. Ice floor's good. Denial Fish is even better. Back in the blender, and the back dash. Oh man, Jobber, that was clean.
Cheryo takes us to game 5. This has been the longest game of top 8 so far, which is how back and forth these two have been.
And that's the second game that ends off of a clutch Cheryo backdash. When they need it most, they just find the opportunity, even mid-screen, make that great escape. And because Dizzy is sliding forward even after she whiffs something because the ice floor, right? Perfect opportunity to get a grab when you're backdashing out of the situation. So, hell yeah. 5K 2D. Set up the ice spike, the double ice spike, catching Cheryo moving forward. Okay.
Alright, just a big, meaty behemoth. Get those plus frames. ERC into the low. Oh, wow. The goal to try and press out of the behemoth there. Peluna eating the world counter, spending the burst to not get killed.
And the grounded 6P into the OTG. Nice little damage into the fish setup, but a better block, although the wings are about to sprout.
And there's the burst, yep, just shutting down the wings. Wouldn't be surprised to see a burn it down either. Whoa! The forbidden air dash! but the nerf on the JD, not nearly as active anymore, Raph. That would have worked so well last season.
This is the bravery, despite all that, for Peluna to get that throw there. Not getting hit, made the scramble call. Match point Peluna to advance to Looters quarterfinals. Ice time. Slip sliding away. Tough spot here as Cheryo's just defending with their live counter hit 2H. Uh-oh.
No burst in deck here for Cheryo. But we do get 51 hits. Nice.
Oh! Also 2! And I wouldn't say a hero burst, but very advantageous for Cheryo. Just waiting things out, gets the jump in extension, steals away the round, and now it's match point both players.
All comes down to this. Set up the ice spike, but JD hits its mark. Cheryo comboing off of the ice pop as well. Peluna in a dangerous situation. Tries to go in, shockingly. I feel like the last place you want to be is in behemoth range of Goldlewis.
Gets the chest and the ice spike to beat the White Wild Assault. That's huge. Cheryo losing a lot of burst gauge here, and Peluna with Enchant in the corner. Gets tagged. Now it's on Cheryo to be masterful in defense. Can he weather this storm?
Trying to dash on out. Gets blown up on the startup of that bar slash. And Peluna, not quite at 50 tension yet. Doesn't have an RC to her name. Is about to build it. There it is.
Ice baby. Full screen is the name of the game. Cheryo being extra cautious here despite having good tools, but the backdash gets caught.
Oh, White Wall Assault gets just defended in the air into a clean punish, and Peluna moves on and top 8 loser's side.
After all of that, not just a block on the White Wild Assault off the jump D, but a perfect IB. At her range, gets the hits, gets the knockdown.
And Leo making his first appearance on stream tonight as well.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, Far Slash finds its mark, out the grip, and now pressure's on for MFCR with the whip punish with 5K.
You know, 2D is going to be a big favorite in this matchup here from MFCR. But right now, putting Joe Brownie into the blender.
Oh, what a pickup. Didn't get the finish at the end there, but has the meter to make this call out. And is that going to hit? Not quite.
Actually dropped the minion in time, surprisingly. This is a difficult comeback for Joe Brownie to make. I mean, one flash kick.
Unless...
Okay. Joe Brownie one step ahead. Thinking ahead about that flash kick.
But what about another flash kick?
Oh! Well, now you got no tension at all. But gets the back door. You gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. There's no way.
There's still a burst, just in case. On both sides, actually.
Oh! But now, MFCR on the offensive and trying to go for the throw. Joe Brownie wasn't able to RC in time.
Oh. And the throw was never like the worst idea, but MFCR called it out. And speaking of call-outs, no burst bait for you. Not everyone's gonna burst almost immediately in MFCR, staying stalwart. Okay, the bonk, nice. Thank you, little minion friend. You served her well. But Eisenstrom comes through, and now Joe Brownie with the run-up 2K, but it was an airborne Leo. Interesting. Oh, is that a second burst bait? I'm not sure. I'm a huge fan of Joe Brownie kind of throwing away their momentum like that.
Oh, trying to dash on in. DRC.
Oh my god, we're trading places. And I think Joe Brownie's okay with that.
Oh no! The close slash into the Elysium driver. Joe Brownie gonna be able to take game number 1.
Yeah, you know, live by the Sturm, die by the Sturm. You know, you're not really going to stop MFCR from letting it rip, especially because all it needs is like that one good reversal to help turn the tide. So good on Joe Brownie for being, you know, as well as where as they can be, but still plenty of set to go.
Yeah, and MFCR, you can't condition this man. He's too powerful. Still see, just going to keep pushing head first until he finds something that works.
Oh, you said head first, and it was run up slash. Worked out good, but another bait on the reversal, forcing the burst out. Oh boy.
Oh, catching the backdash there with the 6H, getting that immediate burst. Sending out the little minions as well, the homies. Attack command hits its mark.
Okay. And the 2D RC gets in and gets that back turn mixies. Low overhead, good blocks from Joe Brownie. Gonna get the grab off the slidey. That's a punish too. Looks like MFCR tried to press.
Oh, and gets the close slash counter hit. Joe Brownie trying to take a firm lead.
Well, MFCR though, finds some small hits. Maximizing the damage too to get this corner situation really, really nice. So many good tools to kind of keep the minions at bay. A super. What if we upgraded from reversal DP? All right, or sorry, flash kick.
Oh, nice deflect shield. There we go, keeping the flash kick locked and loaded at all times. MFCR getting around, but we need a game. We have to tie this up.
Ooh, 2K2D, that is pretty punishable, especially that close. Runs up into the minions too, and the little homies making life heck right now for Gold or for what Leo Whitefang.
Not quite enough to kill. Wow. 1 HP, singular health point. And the minion comes through for the layup. Bye-bye.
Gotta watch your back. Who knew a lollipop could be so devastating?
Anyone who played Exurb.
What?
They had sticks. They start with sticks.
Like, yeah, they at least had like blunt weapon. Not just a sweet, but yeah.
They got stick weapons and then silver weapons and then gold weapons.
No, so the ones with the flying staffs scared me the most, that attacked you when you jumped.
Oh my god. Don't remind me.
Alright, low if you go. Joe Brownie 2-0 already here. Commanding performance against MFCR. Again, so many small decisions, especially utilizing those minions effectively to make this approach very, very difficult.
Oh, going for a wild assault conversion there. Looking probably to get as much damage on the wall as possible.
And without a burst on Joe Brownie's side, right, guaranteed to spend that resource effectively for the positive bonus. And hey, MFCR with the round. Really nicely done.
Very good decision making there.
Oh, in the blender already. Yeah, tough spot to block all this. The flex shield did its job against the overhead. Joe Brownie finds a hit, and again blocks another reversals. MFCR spent the burst once more for really taking the chance.
Oh, the axe kick. Nice, hitting its mark. Good God. All right, MFCR gets a point on the board there with the big old pizza cutter finish.
Yeah, blew her away to a game number 4, and this is once more, player goes up 2 games, sets the stage for a reversal here as MFCR is powering up. All it takes is that one win to get things moving. Joe Brownie, though, still in a good spot here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Both making their spaces. MFCR just inching his way forward little by little. Yeah, you got your minions. They're also going to take us one quick hit to get rid of all this mess. But the challenge from the 2P counter hit into the extension here as Joe Brownie makes their escape.
Just flash kicking through all the minions. MFCR tried to go for the 2D. Joe Brownie taking it to the skies to avoid and able to throw the run through as well. Blocks the flash kick, but not the burst.
Speaking of bursts, nowhere's to throw on the run under. Joe Brownie with the call out. Not enough damage to kill here, but that'll do it.
Set point now for Joe Brownie, threatening to eliminate MFCR from the bracket. Joe Brownie coming into this with full burst as well. MFCR not even quite at half yet. This is a dangerous position to start in, especially when Joe Brownie gets the first blood.
Punished with the minion behind. Saw the 2D, got a quick hit with the attack off of there. MFCR just can't make their way forward. It's so difficult here. Ooh, big counter hit 2D. That could have been huge, but the burst saving the bacon.
Oh, trying to go for that cross up. "2D hits it smart, trying to bait out the burst." He's gonna take the burst to the grave with him. I respect it. Don't even give Joe Brownie the satisfaction.
Jam Nation coming in strong. She's a fan favorite, but RoboKai has been gone too long.
I agree. One of these players is going to be gone for good this week. After this match, Peluna versus MacMens.
Hey, the burst into the ice floor, as happens constantly, just Peluna making her case here. Though MacMens with a big lead out the gate and fighting to air dash in and utilizing the ice to their own advantage with Anji's really good 2P.
Yeah, I think Anji actually can do a lot of cool things with the ice as well. So expect to see more of that from MacMens. But wow, what a combo from Peluna. All right, into the 5D, RC immediately. Clean pickup, not gonna go through the wall though. Recognize that it wouldn't kill with the wall break. So made sure to stop it short. Great play from MacMens, but Peluna gonna get the first blood going into the next round. Set up the fish, set up the chestnuts, and set up the ice field once again. Nice, right connect. Woo! Oh, IAD just a little too short there. Tried to punish the butterfly, but is able to get the throw. Oh, look at the patience here from Peluna. I love when Peluna has a little bit of a life lead and a lot of tension lead and opts to just be patient. That air throw there was gorgeous, and Peluna gets around. Straight to the next round, the 5H, straight into the Michael sword. Chestnut into ice field setup. Trying to spin on the ice. A little bit of ice skating action here, MacMens, but it ain't the Olympics. Head blocked and the low. Now Peluna back to the offensive. Full screen with the Michael sword. MacMens just unable to approach into the gamma ray. Necro, Undine. Delete them. What? What, the Japanese guts keeping MacMens alive from the 100-meter super? Bro, Japanese guts is crazy. Unreal. But Peluna able to get game number 1 in pretty decisive fashion. That last round there was just all Peluna. MacMens couldn't get started.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Round start. First blood this time is going to go to MacMens. Immediate burst from Peluna. That's something you'll notice as you get higher on into the bracket. A lot of top level players will burst the first time they get hit. They know that momentum is so key. ID out with a clean punish too into a knockdown. Time to rock the set play. Gets the throw. And the 5D fish is so nasty. Necro with the laser here to break the wall. Hard knockdown scenario here for Peluna. Just opts to set up the ice, doesn't go in, and the low altitude air grab into another round.
The little flip she did and just tossing Anji gently into the ice just for him to get stuck. Oh my gosh.
It's incredible.
The utility you see from it has been so cool, as Peluna has used it for so many different ways, and it's been just a menace. There's once more, ice is on the floor, and I mean, it's a great air dash from MacMens, but now you're up close and personal, and Peluna's just making it work in her favor. Oh, what a whip punish.
Oh! Speaking of a punish there, nice catching the backdash for that BRC.
See, the Rin is good. The 5P on the other side, but a good burst from Peluna. Catches the 2E. The fish didn't finish the job, but anything here will. Oh, this is so scary. No more meter for... Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, the
No more
fish with
meter
the
for
whip
FD.
punish.
Couldn't even block there. Anything. Another ice spike, a Michael sword, it didn't matter. MacMens getting checkmated and putting Peluna 2-0 in a huge lead.
It has been all Peluna so far. MacMens unfortunately just not being able to get much started here.
It's like a lot of matchups. It's just, you know, it's hard. The big damage can work out in your favor sometimes if you get a hit on Dizzy. The ice floor can work out if you get a hit on Dizzy, right? But Peluna's like button choices have been so good. And then when she gets on the offense, or even just finds space, it's like, oh, it's hard to deal with. Hey, dancing on the ice. I like it. What do you get from it? Not much, but hey, something.
Just showing off the figure skating skills.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Knuckles. Oh no. Okay. I don't think spinning is gonna do you much against Wings of Light, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the
no.
chestnut just sniping you out of the skies. How perfect for Peluna. Set point. Burst still on deck.
Putting the spotlight on Anji. I'm sure he loves that, but not in this scenario. And here we go. MacMens with a small hit. Doesn't get the wall pick up for the wall break, but at least finds here with the super Hiseyogi. Oh, I love that patience from both players. A lot of respect on both sides, but the run up close slash combo time. And the wings too! Oh no!
Wings. I love Wings, honestly. They're better than the Beatles, low-key. Paul McCartney's best work.
Okay, but is Wings better than Cheers? Oh, wait a minute. Ice
Set up
is
the
on
ice
table. Gets the escape. That would have been a pickup, but the burst there from Peluna saves her bacon.
It's alright though, MacMens still able to come out on top in that round. But can we finally get a game on the board?
The delayed stare down was too good. I do not disagree with that immediate burst, especially on counter hit, but right now though, MacMens Trying to keep Peluna stuck in this corner here. Gets the spin and gets the small hit, but unfortunately denies the combo off the fusion.
Going back to business as usual. Wings of Light about to pop. Oh, shuts it down there with the overhead.
But cost denies with the anti-air ice spike into the fish mix. Nice throw, but the counter hit. It's to wing combo. Oh, goodness.
DRC. This should be it, right? Goes for the throw. And it's enough. The wings sprouting right at the end. Flying Peluna to losers semis.
About to get right into it. We have our picks, as always, going in here. It's going to be a fun one to see our final top 4 competitor.
All right, but the 5H there right off the bat. Joe Brownie already pushing Akeno into the corner and smothering with the minions.
Yeah, he's out, taking the hit for the jump H to the sweep. But Joe Brownie now in this corner has the burst if they need it, and a wire C2, but the throw into some big mix, and caught the back tip with the grab. That was nice.
Museum driver, no one home. That's going to be a massive punish, but not quite enough to kill.
Still with the hard knockdown of both blades in hand. This kind of just feels like inevitable at this point, yeah. Alright, big hit. Joe Brownie setting up too, not going for a big combo, but just wants to get the minion in the backside to enable situations like this. I love it. It's all about leading to the setup into like maximum damage. At least even driver off the wall too. Really nice. Good decisions all around.
That means a hard knockdown into even more setup, but not if Akeno has anything to say about that with a wake-up back throw.
Classic fadeaway jump slash. Even better tech from Joe Brownie with a small life lead and the 6P to boot.
Just keeping that space. Oh my god. Catching with the overhead into the Mortabato for the knockdown.
Running out of opportunities here. The jump back just to be extra careful. A 5P though, as Joe Brownie avoids the worst of the jump P onslaught and is looking to at least type around here if they just get one more hit.
Anything will do it, and the counter hit on the Wild Assault does.
That's a good way to keep the pressure going, right? Especially at that gap. You wouldn't have expected a Wild Assault, but definitely smart from Joe Brownie. But that did cost them part of their burst, and now they're stuck in this corner without a way out. Okay, more pressure off the RC. The burst, but the explosion for the alley-oop. Perfect for Akeno as Joe Brownie tried to escape the situation, but no reason for Akeno to run up and press anything, right? So just happily blocked it, and then that was a wrap.
Yeah, wrap indeed. And Akeno already starting off strong, doing a good job, like you said, using those swords to shut down a lot of the minions, kill the minions, and make sure that Joe Brownie can't set up effectively.
It's that tough moments in a lot of those situations, right? Just having so much to deal with in that corner pressure that leads to so much damage. And situations like this help out a lot from Joe Brownie with this pressure. It's not bad, but they haven't really gotten much from it. I mean, yeah, almost half-life. Pretty good, but a gold burst even better for Akeno.
Nice throw. And a all-star round there from Joe Brownie. Just coming out of the gate swinging.
He has to make it count, right? Akeno showing their stripes. They're not a player you can really give any opportunity or let them rest. Because right now you get that quick 2K 2D and now it's party time.
Oh, but the throw! Nice reaction there from Joe Brownie. Able to cross up and get the burst out of Akeno.
Getting burst in
Might
the
have to
corner.
burst.
Yeah, this is tough. Unless you backdash back throw. Okay.
I was gonna say, Joe Brownie here, Elysium Driver should be enough.
You want me to give up my burst like that for free? No. You're gonna have to spend some cash if you want that burst out of me. And Joe Brownie tying it up 1-1.
Yeah, I was almost fully expecting Joe Brownie to spend the burst to get out of the corner there, but that backdash was clutch.
If they got hit out of the backdash, then, you know, right, maybe, right? But as players have gotten better, they do a better job of, like, picking those moments of when to spend it, especially if, like, you burst and then you die quickly afterwards, then it's going to be a hard final round, right?
Yes, of course.
Ooh, gold burst. Burst is just a resource after all. Akeno's spending that to get that early positive bonus. Ooh. Right. Clean round for Akeno once more. Just massive full-on pressure, making sure that damage counts, keeping the minions from really being effective and shutting down this neutral helps out a lot, but throwing out the sword there and getting punished for it isn't going to help here.
Oh, it is not. There's the throw. OTG, kick the minions in. Jacko Soccer. But nice press out there from Akeno. Putting out the downward sword. Whoa! The rock pulling Jacko into the explosion of the sword there for the follow-up?
I'm sorry, Ken. I was not familiar with your game. Uh-oh. Time to go for a ride. Front row seat in the Elysium Driver, and just like that, the round is very even. Burst on both sides. We're going to see it here. The Daru. I thought it was going to be an RC4 to the block. Just like that, a tap dust with the flaming sword, right? Good job from Akeno to go up 2-1.
And again, another difficult thing too is obviously Jacko not having access to any of those reversal options. So once you get put in the corner against Ram, you just have to pick a god and pray at that point.
Which is your preferred one?
You know, that's a good question. I'm a fan of Talos.
Okay, that's not a bad one. Whichever you pick, hopefully it works well, and whatever one that Joe Brownie's picking here, it's gonna really need their help. There's a Akeno burst, no burst on either side, but a counter hit. Oh, drops the guillotine into the corner you go, and there's no safe way out. I saw a Zordon in chat, so maybe they understand the assignment.
Zordon goes crazy. Oh, but there's the PRC chasing up with the JP. Oh, 6P, put you back into the corner once again. Elysium Driver, how much damage is this gonna stack? Oh.
Okay, pretty good. Enough to give Joe Brownie the life lead. Oh my gosh, I love that RC. Kind of funky with the deflect shield, but we're chilling.
All right, round start scenario here. Joe Brownie about to have full burst.
Good job setting up the sandwiches consistently. Joe Brownie making the most of the Jacko pressure. Has to weather the storm once more. The sword's out. You're gonna see another sword. No, the backdash gets caught actually. But an even better burst.
Yeah, just trying to avoid getting set through the wall altogether, but not out of the woods yet. Still stuck in the corner. Ram has one sword down. And what a turnaround there for Joe Brownie.
Okay, Ronaldinho Soccer in full play. Defect shield, but denied because the minion, the backup, clears it.
Elysium Driver. It is going to be enough to close out the round and the game. Game 5 between these two in losers quarters.
Sick freeze frame. I love the RC at the end too. Don't leave it to chance. We're not gonna James Chen it and say, is it gonna kill? No, let's just spend whatever resource else we have and make it count. So really well done for our game 5. Winner of this getting to top 4 here at TNS and a chance to fight Peluna in that losers semifinals.
Let's rock.
Burst gets blocked, the knockdown's good. The setup with the minion, the left, right. It's all Joe Brownie here. Big counter hit, whipping the grab.
Ooh.
Joe Brownie match point with the perfect.
Joe Brownie turning this around in such a big way. That 2D actually getting underneath the scissors in the air is crazy. But now getting the knockdown. Akeno pushing Joe Brownie to the corner.
Right, nice. Keep it back to basics. The 5D with the explosion. Off the wall break. Not a bad spot. Jump heavy as well. Hits the mark. This should be a clean round for Akeno. Oh, but the magic pixel's in effect.
Oh, with the explosion from the sword Raph. Final game, final round. Who's moving on to top 4?
Joe Brownie still with their burst. Akeno blasting theirs immediately. There's always a chance they can get it back in the 6P knockdown. Here we go. Akeno pressure, but a great great block on the explosion. Driver. Big damage, big wall break.
Oh, this positive bonus. Oh, no RC to try pick up after that. But baits the YRC, and Joe Brownie is moving on to top 4. Yeah, who is going to move on to grand finals? Jack versus RedIAmNot. Destined rivals here to meet each other.
Hey, winner of the coin toss looks like RedIAmNot wins with the birthday train over Crawl, but Jack took that personally, got the first hit, and also got the grab. In the corner you go, and it's pressure time. Oh, what a 6P. No double BT for you, buddy.
Deja vu machina.
You've seen it once, you've seen it 1,000 times at this point.
And we'll see it 1,000 more times.
I'll give it this. At least the supers are short and sweet. This isn't Bardock level 3, alright? Clash War, the backdash afterwards, and then the whip punish 2K. Okay. Chill out, Jack. Don't show your full hand out the gate, alright? You gotta build up.
Alright, there's the burst.
Few bullets spent, but we got a nice simple reload off that guard break there. Red waiting for their turn. Spent a little bit of their FD. And Jack in a spot really well. Has meter 2. Looking for the concentration super for more pressure and gets the low.
Oh, just slapped straight through the wall. Positive bonus here for Jack. Just letting the Skyfish rip. And mounting some offense off of it too. Oh no. That should be the round. Yep, there it is. Able to use the double behemoth. The behemoth cancel with the security gauge there to secure the round.
Hey, those big hits count. That's what Goldlewis got going for him. And hitting the drone here forces the burst out from Jack. Red with that nice lead, but that can evaporate immediately if you're not careful. Oh my gosh, how do you can't defend against that? I don't think anyone can.
Like Uma Stomp, it's honestly one of his best tools.
It's crazy that they buffed it.
It is insane that they buffed it.
They
There's
can't
a hard
just
knockdown.
they can't let just the little things go. And that 5D was one of those little things, but a burst, last chance. In to burn it all down, takes the shot, blocks it out.
Still alive. Does get caught though. 2 bullets left in the chamber here for Jack, but might not get a chance to spend them. Blocks the 5D.
Oh, I was expecting an air throw. Instead, it was delayed 6P. As Red was waiting potentially to tech or the chase down, but no, Jack just kind of sat there and got a clean hit. Okay.
Clean hit indeed, and now that means Jack has gotten game number 1, which, no matter who you are, that is not a phrase you want to hear.
Like, you don't find so many opportunities like Red does in that game, right? Most players don't even get that many opportunities in a set. But it's just so hard to close that against Jack. Bunny hopping forward though. One way to do it, but now you're stuck in this corner here after the cross up and the far S. Gets the burst out, gets the gat out. Okay. There's the curse. Delayed run up, close slash. Always picking like the perfect range where you still get close slash. It just shows how good Jack is at spacing all of this.
Nice, the just defense 2. Oh,
Okay,
wow,
the
just
homies.
cutting off your approach, but RedIAmNot trying to move forward anyway. JK not gonna hit its mark. The little press on the 2P and the 6S sucker punch gonna lead straight into a Deus Ex Machina.
Jack on defense, you see, even after that jump K from Goldlewis, up backed at that situation to avoid any kind of like big pressure and just happy to up back, avoid mix-ups or anything of that nature. Fell back down, got the hit, made it count. So those little like defensive decisions add up so well. There's the burst. We're gonna concentrate though. Go ahead.
When Jack first appeared on the scene, that was the main thing that people complimented him for, was just his unreal defense. His defense was leagues ahead of so many other top players. And now he has the offense to boot.
Oh yeah, gonna burst immediately on the hit. But the BT in the air catches. But the shot even better. We're playing some duck hunt. Another tough spot for Red after the hard knockdown here. Gonna go for the BRC on the backdash just to keep your backdash safe, but you're not safe. It's stomping time. Oh, the burst doesn't quite work as again, Jack with the layered offense. Just always making the right decisions so consistently and so effectively.
He's just too good, and now is up 2-0 against RedIAmNot.
Like once Jack, I think, masters playing on like an offline stage, that's when they'll hit like peak performance.
Yeah,
Online,
I mean,
there's no doubt that like
Jack,
ridiculous.
go ahead. Yeah, he still hasn't gotten that big win, right? Offline. Obviously, making top 6 at his first ever offline event being EVO is insane, but his fighting game career is relatively young. He doesn't have as much of that offline experience. The nerves still become a factor.
We'll see. No nerves here right now. Even though Red is putting on a clinic, it just takes that one chance. There's the jump out with the cross up. Jump D though. Little something. We're not gonna see a burst here from Jack. Just gonna take it on a chin.
And that's smart. Life total was too wide. You couldn't make a single mistake in that matchup.
Yeah, I'd save it for here. We can get an early burst. So if we get to a round 3, there's no problem. Speaking of early bursts though, Red immediately sets up the drone. Air dash in. A little steppy combo into another spinneroonie.
Hard knockdown here for Jack. Oh, nice backdash into the BRC. Able to get the throw. Red flipping this round on its head. Has the potential to secure a game here.
Yeah, a little bit of meter, but the 6P on the BRC saw the far slash coming through. There's that second burst from Red right into burn it down, but we can see the shot into run up. Oh no.
He's too good. He's too good. But the thing is, he could do what no other character can in that scenario, right? He could run forward and prevent Goldlewis from pressing because of the guns in his, or the bullets in his gun. No other character has that privilege.
I know, right? Attack while running and still have like more you can do is just so crazy. Concentration up, full bullets in the chamber one more time, taking him for a ride. Simple wall break. Not a hard knockdown, not huge damage, but positive bonus puts Jack in their bag.
Oh, Wild Assault does hit though for that knockdown. Can Red finally get something started here? Or is Jack just gonna slip out of the corner? And that's exactly what happened. So slippery.
Nice conversion to Deus Ex off of the tap dust. Didn't even want to go for like an any RC, right? Just says I can get the super in the corner. Positive bonuses there. BRC backdash to the stomp, but it wasn't. It was too high.
Too close.
Lived?
Too close. There is that dead zone on the chain of the behemoth. God himself came down and told Red, it is not your time.
Wearing a Homestuck t-shirt with this little guy on the commentary desk with me.
That's all I think of when I see Happy Chaos, though. It's Homestuck. But all right, whoa! We're right into the next one already.
Early 2010s internet aside, Jacko versus Queen Dizzy, Peluna versus Joe Brownie. Two queens fighting it out. This is, Sol and Kai's wifeys going at it this time instead of their husbands. And right now, Joe Brownie is on a tear, in and out, just making that quick round.
I guess the real question, Raph, was, can a Homestar Runner boy and a Homestuck girl really fall in love? And the answer was no.
Very true. All right.
Ice fish.
Time to party. Gets the 6P, but nothing from it. Try to put the wings up.
Oh, and straight through the wall.
All right, I love it. The double Michael sword combo. That's so sick.
Luna's so clean with it.
Fun to watch.
This is really interesting. I feel like this is a matchup I've never seen. Low key.
We're learning as we go. Because the thing is, like, the minions don't care if the ice spike happens. They're not susceptible to ice. They're in your face. They're gonna be a problem.
They're not, but Michael's sword will completely delete any minions that are on the screen, right? Dizzy just being able to flood the screen with fish and ice spikes and fire spikes.
Imagine having to burst there because the wings of light were going to come out and you didn't want to take that damage. It was such a scary proposition. Pick up. Burst on Peluna's side. When is she going to throw it out? Maybe not even getting a chance.
Oh, the PRC, excuse me, just to create some space. And sniping Peluna. Joe Brownie with game number 1.
It's beautiful stuff there. The minions being those like really weird projectiles that just bounce around and are as spammable. More spammable than the stuff that like Dizzy's gonna have at that range, right?
That's right.
So can Joe Brownie pull off a huge win? I mean, they've been playing extremely well tonight, so I'm not gonna call it like an upset or anything. But going into Frosty Faustings, this will be like a huge boon to them.
Bye-bye. Oh, the minion was just a distraction.
As they tend to be. I've seen the movies.
I mean, Joe Brownie's been having some despicable plays here tonight. But can we make another steal?
Well, so far, so good. taking advantage of the ice floor into more pressure. Elysium drivers are going to be huge here.
Still not quite enough to secure the kill, but this hard knockdown, this life lead is difficult to come back from, and it's not going to happen.
Got hit the nyuk, eye poke. Is Joe Brownie fearless in the face of the queen. Gets the dash throw to beat out the ice spike, and welcome to the blender. How do you like it? Yeah, try to do a chest bet, but the minion's so prevalent there. No burst from Peluna yet, and this might not even get a chance.
Still alive, but it's very familiar to the last round. A little bit of deja vu going on. Oh! Still able to avoid the gold burst?
Oh no! The bonk! Oh, after all that.
Bounced right off the head, and Joe Brownie with a 2-0 lead on Peluna. Peluna is having a really difficult time, and I think the key factor is exactly what you mentioned, is that the minions don't have to worry about the ice.
They're just a strange projectile that, like, have that, like, parabolic approach. They persist, so they make it so, like, you can't just willy-nilly just throw things out and ignore them, right? Let's see what Peluna does. Happy to try to go to space, but, you know, up back minion toss. No ice spike for you, no ice floor for you either. Peluna blocking for her life here. Minions are still causing a problem. Hasn't even gotten a little simple touch. At least there's some chips, so no perfect, but this is so tough here. Peluna's just been in this corner the entire round.
And another round down. Joe Brownie trying to close it out right here, right now. Move on to that loser's final to face RedIAmNot.
Challenge is good and takes advantage of the ice to set up the minion behind, but the throw is good from Peluna. Gets the ice floor out this time. Her turn to put on this pressure, and here we go.
Damage on that too. Wings of Light. Ready to spread. Oh no!
Oh, did not hit the damage, but an air throw from Peluna. Into the narwhal fish time. No jumping for you, but the challenge with the 2P, even better.
And the 5H countering. Gotta be careful about your burst here. You can see Joe Brownie trying to bait it out. Escape from the corner. Ooh. And able to secure a round. But again, Peluna needs a game. Still right in Joe Brownie's sights.
Chestnut's there, but the ice spike, these up backs from Joe Brownie, where you think it's going to be a minion throw, a lot of times it's just these air dashes forward. Peluna finally bursts very early here too. Fishes out, but the minion just intercepting. Okay.
Nice use of the JD actually to shut down the ice fish.
And the minions too. The minion takes the hit, keeps on trucking. Here's the sandwich, Elysium driver.
Into one more mix up. Gets the hit, and that's gonna be it. Peluna's Wings of Light were more like wings of wax. Flew too close to the sun and got burned by Joe Brownie.
But here we go. Joe Brownie versus RedIAmNot, Goldlewis, Dickinson. Again, all three of these players will be at Frosty Fausting, so this is kind of like setting up our expectations.
Setting the stage. Gotta see who's gonna get that hot momentum going into the biggest Strive tournament of the year.
Crossover is good, but with 2P, not gonna get anything from it without the counter hit. Does find the minions though, and a burst out as soon as Red has the ability to put out the drone.
Just run away. Oh no!
Oh, but the back BT actually made it so Red or Joe is kind of safe in the situation, has a big advantage. Burst, meter, and minions.
Oh no. Again, wow. Red is doing a really good job of just kind of calculating the right time once the certain amount of number of minions are out, recognizing when Joe Brownie is going to run in to counterattack with that Behemoth Typhoon. Still ends up losing the round, but you could see the vision there.
Hey, it's been really good so far, but Joe, with that first round, despite it all, having that burst, having the meter, just extra things to help out despite bad situations. And right now, Red weathering the storm here, stuck in this corner, tough road. Not able to see him driving for a hard knockdown, but great spot for Joe Brownie. Oh, what a clutch block on the cross-up. That was nasty.
Gets that low. Great block again, but ends up getting hit low one more time by the Behemoth Typhoon.
Oh, the stomp!
Oh,
No kill
TG?
yet, but... Alright, round apiece. Despite the early lead in that second round, RedIAmNot finds their mark, gets the White Wild Assault, into the corner we go, and... Oh, I think this might be Red just running right through. Unless... It's gonna catch? No.
Oh, the immediate RC.
Wait a minute. That was weird. It was RC into the drone, but Joe was like, nah, hold this slidey. And immediately took advantage of it.
Getting that knockdown too. Positive bonus. Oh, Red tried to go for Wild Assault. Ended up losing all that burst.
Right, big mix from Joe. Burst, meter, everything, and that'll do. Game one, Joe Brownie. White Wild Assault is not immediately invulnerable, right? So that beautiful minion, like you mentioned, stuffing it, wasting the burst gauge, and just setting up Joe for the perfect round there to finish it off.
Wow. If Red didn't go for the Wild Assault in that scenario, they probably would have built up burst in time to get one more burst at the end of that round.
Yeah. But all it took was a couple of frames of minion in your face. And real quick, yes, Zero Syndicate still be commentating. You know, once they announce commentators, I will not be surprised to see them at Frosty Fasting, so.
Yeah, he's been on that Grand Blue grind. Shoutouts to Zero.
And shoutouts to Red with the early hit. This time the Wild Assault not getting stuffed. And now you're in this corner jail looking like a Goldlewis round. Okay, minion saving the day here. Joe got a lot of work to do in this situation, but with a little bit of meter and a dream, the 2S, let's go.
Good old 2S.
I like that though, instead of going for the 6P, right, just going straight up, putting that hitbox up there, that was nice.
Big pickup. And that's gonna be the round, yeah, just the Behemoth cancel.
Okay, while Wild Assault finds the mark that time, hard knockdown's gonna start the party as Red slanging that coffin. 75% non, and good luck.
Well, that's one way to answer back and tie things up from RedIAmNot after a very strong first game from Joe Brownie. RedIAmNot just turning Joe Brownie and the minions into red paste.
Oh, just melting them down, squishing them into just the teeniest little atomic particles. But with Joe taking that first game, it just evens us up and sets the stage for one hell of a set. As we get an early jump in, but the clash on the Behemoth Typhoon, anti-airing it, just predictably difficult. And a burst up from Joe Brownie after that. Understandable so. Snipes out of the sky. No escape from Joe as he's eating so much chip damage here. And then the OTG is just... Red is just making hard callouts on all the escape routes.
JD. Wow, able to squeeze in one more behemoth there towards the corner. So much extra damage. And now Joe Brownie hasn't gotten a chance to play the game. Fighting out of the corner here, setting up a minion there with the Wild Assault.
Something, but it's still so much work here. Joe Brownie has to do. That number 2 minion is piecing out there. And here comes the drone, just to ensure it comes out too. I like that, using the Gatling gun just a little bit.
Does get tossed though. Now stuck between a rock and a hard place. 100 tension for Joe Brownie. Should go into Elysium Driver? No, trying to drag it out as long as possible.
Oh, woo! No.
Oh my god, that big boy can fly.
Joe Brownie tried to do the right thing, right? PRC under. I'm going to hit some kind of anti-air. I'm in the prime position, but Behemoth Typhoon is just so much of a hitbox. It's just the anti-air.
I just know that Red was churning to get any follow-up to that Behemoth Typhoon.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, 2-1 for RedIAmNot. Poised to get the run back against Jack in Grand Finals, with Joe Brownie putting on some pressure. We know Joe Brownie can get some games off of Red. Can we go even further? Instead, we PRC and still get hit by the jump D. Alright, one more hit. The meatiest of 5 Ds. Match point. RedIAmNot doesn't need much more here to finish things off. The burst from Joe can help out somewhat, who would like to get the party started before having to spend it.
Oh man, hard knockdown there. White Wild Assault. That was just to try and challenge Joe Brownie if they decide to pull out a minion. Oh, but the dash of 2K. Nice block on the cross-up Behemoth.
Cool jump P. At least got Goldlewis out of the sky for now. As Joe sets up the minion for the setup, goes with the low. Charge dust, has meter to hold on, but I expect some kind of cash out from Red very soon, either in the form of a BRC or even a reversal super.
Oh, but what a press out. Into the BRC. No fuzzy this time. Trying to go low. Beautiful reversal throw there from Joe Brownie, and able to stay alive, securing a round.
Okay, this is Joe's comeback arc here. Will Red seal the deal and crush Joe's hopes and dreams? There's early burst there from Red too, just to make their presence known here, but I think Joe's out of the worst of it now. You're gonna have to burst some point, Joe. And it's a gold burst.
No.
Doesn't do anything.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. All hope is not lost yet. Joe Brownie.
That Wild Assault's coming though.
First is gonna be the orbital laser. But that 5H moving forward, acting as a bit of a combo breaker. 2P. Oh, the conditioning had been consistently going for cross-up Behemoths all set. So let's get it cracking. Grand Finals of TNS Guilty Gear Strive number 195.
Winner side. You know him. You like him. You sometimes don't like him because he plays out of chaos. It's Jack, the Demon King, going up against RedIAmNot. Goldlewis Dickinson burst out from Red off the first grip. Couple of bullets spent for Jack. We're gonna get that quick reload, and now we're just big chilling with enough meter for that Deus Ex once we get that hit.
Just trying to find a straight hit, and there it is with the 5D. Doesn't even need the RC. We got that gun locked and loaded.
Okay, wall break's good. No hard knockdown necessary, and the quick whiff punish as Jack just stands there, waits for it, Everyone just tries to put out a hurt box just to catch Jack slipping. Jack never is.
Just walking back, content to wait out the drone. So this is a massive opportunity now for Red. Unfortunately, eats a 6P, and Jack gets a full reload.
Okay, there's the throw. Nice BT to swat Jack out of the sky. Pressure's there. The wire C's good, though. And now Red is one little hit away from falling the round. Yeah. Tough.
Tap dust.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Okay, inching our way in. Using that 2S to try to approach slowly, putting out too big of a hurt box. But Jack not biting. Ran into it once, but now just happy to chill.
Oh, with the throw.
Nice.
Oh, wow. All right. Red keeping pace, but this is very familiar to what we saw in the very first game of their original set, right? Was trading rounds back and forth, but when Jack got that first game, he just snowballed.
Okay, first ball's up, gets the wall break 2. Now Red in that precarious position. 2S is not going to save you too much, but Jack is trying to figure out what their options are going to be against it. Okay, that's a good option. Alright, immediate burn it down, but you know what time it is. Time for Jack to get blessed! Holy crap!
Over the 2P!
And the round and the game going to Red. Jack not even bursting, not to give Red any of the satisfaction. Red's just content with that either way. Clean hit with the reversal BT to put Happy Chaos right back in the corner. And the final sequence with just the perfect closeout as Red strikes first.
Interesting. Red, this time with that first blood coming hot off of that loser's final set, right? Jack's been cooling off a little bit. So let's see. Does this have any meaning to it? Or is Jack gonna heat on up in game number 2?
Right, back to the air shenanigans, but Jack immediately shutting that down with the 6P. Red in this corner. Trying to press that far slash. You're not allowed. My man's got guns out. Happy Chaos story.
There's the hard knockdown. Yep, J2K and the low altitude JP for the double overhead. Put you through the wall one more time and into the next round.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
To be in if you're Red already in this corner here. The drone's gone, so no more security gauge. As Jack is just in full control. Gets the up back, gets the shot, has the meter to get the Deus Ex Machina off this. Here we go. Okay.
Whoa!
D, but it whiffs. Oh
The 2D
no.
sliding right underneath the JD. Okay, Jack. But Red swinging back here, figuratively and literally.
And the drone absorbed the curse. Taking one for the team here. Overhead, the up back with the punish from the 2P on landing.
Fully churned butter. Glass is broken. Hard knockdown. Big opportunity now for Red.
Grab.
Gets the throw. OTG.
Yeah, a deflect shield. Only thing would beat that is the burst there. Deflect shield would get grabbed out. But Jack just holding on to that burst for dear life. Into round number 3 here. Red trying to go up 2-0 by any means necessary, but the tap dust extracts the burst straight from Goldlewis. And Jack back in. Although the 2-2Ps. Wait a second.
Burst there. Jack recognizing the danger of that scenario. but still backed up in the corner. Moving forward to get out of there, able to get the tick throw.
Ooh, what a backdash from Red on the cross-up. Gets the hit into the drone. Not quite, but still poised to finish the job here. Just one hit away.
Oh, the 2D.
Derailed the birthday train. Doesn't get the coast to coast, but the cross under. Not quite enough, but the cross up does the job.
Incredible. And I do see a question in chat. It's a very good question. Is there any reason not to fully churn Goldlewis's super? Yes. And the reason why is because each stage that you charge it up, it has longer startup. So there's some situations where you need just the fast one in order to break the wall. That is a very good question. Yeah, just more startup on the fully charged one.
Right? 1-1, tail of the tape. Jack still in that winner's side with the lead there. But Red taking that first win is not a bad spot. Has made some cool little choices to bring out here in the matchup that's worked out pretty well. But doesn't matter much when Red is finding their moments and navigating everything pretty effectively, although the challenge from Red comes through in the burst back from Jack. Ugh.
That is a nasty sucker punch. Right into a wall break and a positive bonus here for Jack.
That's kind of a rare charged dust to add into the combo. I like, again, the routing from Jack. A lot of variety as always, and the wire C block is going to mean Red's going to get sent packing this round. And this birthday train is going off the rails. Jack has different plans. And another burst extracted from RedIAmNot, and the Goomba Stomp trade too, putting Jack in such a good spot all the way full screen.
Oh, wow. J2K, it's unblockable. I'm convinced.
Well, we've seen like the backdashes on the crossovers from Red, so that was the answer to that, where you're not getting out for free against these situations, and Jack just needing one touch, one throw, whichever way to get to 2-1.
Yep, just walk it off. Wait out the drone. The Red able to get in, get a knockdown, get a throw. Jack in the danger zone. Churning the butter.
1, 2, 3. Not enough to kill. Red really needs this round. The charge dust doesn't do it, but the double low. Jack is not ready to hold down back just quite yet.
Red is giving the people hope here. Giving the people hope, but Jack is trying to dash any semblance of that hope. Snuff out this fire.
All right. Wall break, hard knockdown. You know the tail of the tape. Say that too many times. The Goomba Stomp, though, gets something in here. Is Jack happy to run up 6P off the BRC? Get something big out of there. Doesn't quite get the full combo, but now we're dancing on it.
Oh, and finally, just a slight delay on the 6K and the gunshot. Not quite able to close out the round, though. Oh, shoots Red out of the white wild assault.
I saw the glass shatter. Just tried the spark to find a way through him. That was a Hail Mary, right? But once again, Jack just shows their fortitude. A man with a hit scan gun cannot be denied. They need to put Happy Chaos in Deadlock. I need to see that collab.
That's true. That'd actually be kind of hot.
Why is this character hitting me in the other lane? What's going on? Okay, here we go again. The app Deus Ex Machina once more. God in the machine, grinding away at RedIAmNot Soul.
And another Deus Ex just looping through.
Call that the Deus Ex Machina. We doubled up.
Oh, a couple of gunshots there. Red is not bursting this. That is going to be a tournament point now for Jack.
One more for the road couldn't hurt, especially going into the big event this weekend. Can Red muster up the strength, turn that breadstick into a 2, and keep us going? The air-to-air is a good response.
Still not enough to secure the kill.
Oh,
What
nice
the
stop.
five? Bro, that's why you should wear shoes. Happy Chaos.
Goldlewis put the full weight in it too. That's cool.
Crushing those dogs.
Okay, once more early hit for Jack. No Deus Ex in the situation, but the wall break gets the curse out, and the homie too, but the drone gets swept that away.
And it's looking like we might be getting a repeat of last week and the week before that and the one before that, Raph.
Oh, the Goomba stop at the first block! No!
Wrap it up. One more Deus Ex for the road, and Jack is your TNS champion.